It's the Lincoln Panda Show.
Man, roll the clip. Cuba.
Man, roll the clip, man. What's up, baby?
How you doing, bro? We back with another one.
We're back with another one, baby. Back with another. Put the panda face on.
What panda face?
Your panda emoji, because why do I look so little?
I don't know.
Why do you look like a giant? You got the giant screen and I got the little box on the side. Why?
Oh, well, on the actual screen, you're the big one. I'm the small one.
So why do I see myself so little? What the hell?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's check in with these people.
Check them out.
Italiana. Damn, you always go live when I'm driving. Maybe you're always driving, Italiana.
Italiana.
Yo, Jason said the pic is diabolical. You guys don't see the resemblance, though? I mean, that's not even trying to be funny. I think he looks cool with the chain and everything. And the hat and the jacket is actually from a real picture that he got, too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good enough. That's good enough. Definitely, you don't even look like a beluga there, but that's the beluga.
Humble Gemini. I want to shout out Humble Gemini, man. She always supports.
Yeah, Humble Gemini.
She holds it down for us, man.
Yeah, he holds it down. The beluga, remember, it's the forehead that you can tell that beluga. So you should have let the beluga forehead rock.
Yo, I thought it's because it's shiny. That's why. Isn't it? Like, it's pretty shiny. It's like kind of like the curvature.
I don't know. Don't see you going too much into details and shit.
Yo,
so what's going on, y'all? So what we doing today? Because you have me.
Yeah, we continuing on because we didn't get to finish last time that we did it. You know what I mean?
You got some clips. You got some clips.
Yeah, we got some clips that we got to react to. I already got the time ready, so let's get into it.
You got some full of clips.
Remember, you're gonna see right here. Watch when full of clips gets brought up. This man reacts.
Oh, interviews. You doing interviews?
Yeah.
We gotta fix this, man. With me, so little, man.
I think that's just how the app looks, bro. That's how it looks.
No, because you got the big.
No, I'm telling you. But even on the other app, remember, you always complained about you look small, but that's just the way that they do the app. So, because on the actual YouTube right now that they're watching, you're the big picture. I'm just in the corner.
All right. I don't know why I'm like this, but go ahead.
All right, let's go to.
Beluga is scheming behind me. What are you doing, Beluga? Can't let you get behind me.
Oh, there we go.
Last time I put him behind.
Oh yeah, he getting ready to. He gonna get you.
Yeah, can't trust him behind me.
She never smelled liquor in my mouth.
Don't do that to us, man.
One more bite.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Look at the Dominican tiger bone.
Check this out.
Yes.
That's Dominican?
No, hell no. It's Chinese, but it's the way he pauses is Dominican.
Oh, yeah, Paco.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's actually right here.
You challenged Nori to a fight, right? Oh, you did that article.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen another post in TikTok, and I did it again. Try to get somebody to get the message.
You said it in your live, too. I think with 10.
Yeah. Nah, man, we can do it. I mean, if me and Hocus could do it, me and Nori could definitely do it. You know?
I think people might be even more excited about seeing the Nori one. I'm not going to lie.
Of course. Nori's big, it's the biggest star. Come on now. I'm the underdog there. Even though I'm an underdog with the Hocus. But go ahead.
But Crack Attack, yeah. That whole Don Cartagena was like, people don't give me credit, for like shit I've done in my career, but you don't know how hard it is to rap next to Big Pun. You don't know how hard it is to rap next to Big Al. Like, these niggas was the best. These niggas was the best. And for me to for a nigga to remember me on certain songs,
these niggas was the best.
It's like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, Crack Attack, all that. That was the Big Pun era, man. That was, it was a different time to where.
Full Eclipse era?
We have to be really. Hey, yo, listen.
You see that?
Salute to DJ EFN. Salute. Yo, he threw that in there.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta love EF. That's why I can't go all the way in on him because he does things like that. But I didn't even see this. The Full Eclipse era.
Right.
He said, we about to say fuck Full Eclipse. You heard him? You see them pronounce the F? He was gonna send us to hell right there on that one. Wow, that's just disgusting right there. That he don't even want to recognize. He even said dumb niggas. He said it was hard as hell rapping to these niggas. That they're the best. So what he said, he could have just said pun, singular. But he said dumb niggas. That means that he talking about the Full Eclipse. So EFM was right by saying that.
Yo, shout out to Mario. He said he got choked up real quick.
Yeah, he was about to go in. Fuck Full Eclipse. I Full Eclipse to my weapon, punish niggas till his Armageddon, yeah, and you don't stop. Remember that? I gave him that line.
Yeah. That's crazy. You gave him that line?
Yeah.
Wow.
To put all of us in it. Pun wanted me to think of a line there. I remember, just to shout out the crew. That was one of the first joints that, that really came out behind with a budget under the Pun joint. The twins, they was going to make a video and all of that. And I remember Pun wrote the whole, twins, of course, even his part. And at the end, he was missing that last thing. This guy that I got up to the second verse. And that was like an ending. So we was all in the living room, Pun's living room there. And I gave him that last line. I Full Eclipse to my weapon. I Full Eclipse to my weapon and punish niggas till his Armageddon, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was Full Eclipse, Big Pun, and Armageddon at that time. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Nutt he was leaving. I think he was already taking his breaks. So he was in that much with us when we was doing that. When we started the Pun's album, Keith Nutt took it like a back burner for real.
Yo, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like to help us out, man. Appreciate you guys. Yo, yeah. So Keith Nutt, when you first came, he was sorry, pause. When you first got into the group, he was heavily involved, or he was already on his way out.
No, he was heavily involved. It was the Jealous Ones Envy. That whole album, you know what I'm saying? I think that whole album, it was Keith Nutt and Armageddon who helped Joe with that whole album. Pun came in at the end of that whole album. And that's when, you know what I'm saying, things started like going this way, to the Full Eclipse side. But before that, you know what I'm saying, after the Represent joined, they did first, he did the Jealous Ones Envy. And that's hustling is the key to success, all of that. Money is the key to sex, all that shit. We was actually in the videos. We got little cameos in there. If you go to that video, I got a big ass sombrero hat on. One of those joints that they sell in Orchard Beach. That's where I got the big sombrero hat, like big, you know what I'm saying, like farmer from like Cuba or Puerto Rico, Jibaro. And I had my shades on and we had our Full Eclipse vest on. You know what I'm saying? Me, Pun, and Face was with us too. And I think Sick One. Yeah, we was all there, but he gave me a little cameo on that. And Pun was there. And but that was when, at the end of that's when, Keith Nutt really wasn't as prevalent as he was before.
Let's remember that Keith Nutt, we were told, passed away. So R.I.P. to him, man.
God bless him. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, too.
I know. I just forgot about it till right now, too.
Word. But, yeah, he was in and out. He was still come around the hood and chill with us. But as far as, like, he used to be, like, the main one on shows and Fat Joe shows. So it's Armageddon and him really on stage with him all the time. Then when Pun came, it was Pun on stage and Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? And slowly, like, Keith Nutt started, like, not showing up like that slowly because it was most of the time Pun and Joe and Armageddon on stage. Then it became just, Pun and Armageddon and then me. I snuck under behind Pun because I had to hype Pun up because I'm the only one who really knew his rhymes. So it would be, Joe, Pun, and me, you know what I'm saying, and shows. That's how it went. And then through me, Stace. So, Stace knew my rhymes. So that's how we, the order went.
Damn, that would have been crazy to get an interview with him too. The amount of stuff that he knows.
Yeah. You talking about him again or Keith Nutt?
Keith Nutt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He would know a lot, man.
Yeah. No, he knows what I would know. Probably more within
the earlier days.
Yeah, but Armageddon knows the story that I would like to hear too. I would love Armageddon to get on here and say a story, you know what I'm saying, without the.
But I told you what happened, right? Where like I saw him on live on Instagram, and then I was talking to him through the live. I was like, "Yo, bro, like do an interview." He was like, "Why? I don't want to talk about old stuff or whatever. We talk about this guy said this guy said that." He's like, "Now, if you want to do an interview about like my real career and all this stuff like that," I was like, "Then let's do that." But then he didn't want to do it still. So I don't know, man.
Career? Well, I don't understand what these artists be thinking. What that's your career is what you're talking about. If you was to sum up your career, why would it be so bad to talk about those days? Obviously something, right? Obviously something, because you don't want to talk about the days that people been waiting for your album for years, and you don't want to know, you don't want to let the people know what was stopping you, or what you think was stopping you, or what was really going on after you found out the business, like how the business is ran later on in life. Then when you look back now, be like, yo, this nigga was really jerking me, or he was doing this and that, you know. But again, like I said, man, he's the type of dude that he blames himself for a lot of things before he blames any Joe or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe already had his mind already eaten up with that. You know what I'm saying? You would tell him like he's not ready for fame and stuff like that, and he like too shy to get that spotlight. So he already bred him with that, so he could take it. So Joe could take that shit to shine and just have him as a helper. But you know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't even want to talk about what the songs probably that he wrote. I tell the songs that he wrote more than he does. So these dudes, we just, it's like I'm not gonna fish for these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? They know how to fish. Go get your own fish. So when I don't really talk about him getting in a bad light anymore, because it's like I understood it, but I wanted him to. It's lonely being the only one like a Cuban been all these years, and they think he's doing it out of hate. It's like, yo, dude, I'm doing it for your freedom also. You know what I'm saying? For what you've been through, so people could know. That's the reason you didn't come out. That's the reason you're not living in the mansion next to Joe. That's the reason the other artists got the short end of the stick. And you see the baloney, the thug niggas there, I guess, you know what I'm saying? You can say the thug niggas in there that are usually the overseers in a little way, like the criminal element that's in there. They get more money than the artists. You know what I'm saying? They get, you don't get mad that like a Pistol P will making more money and more out there in the world more than like an artist that we all wanted to hear and see. Or even a Tony Sunshine or Prospect. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, these niggas is crazy. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. They scared. They scared to speak the truth. I spoke. And I've been speaking. So that's why I got to do it. And I don't really do it for them. I do it for me, because I know that by their silence it's hurting me, because it's like nobody believes. Well, people believe me, of course, but like the world won't be like 100%. Yo, Cuban is telling the truth, because these dudes back here, they hold in their mouth and they keep in their shit because they scared to death, and that makes me look like I'm the only hater. You know what I'm saying? When dumb niggas understand that I'm telling the truth, so that bothers me, or it bothered me before. Now I couldn't give two fucks, but it used to bother me in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to even do it like that, but at least fight for your own rights. You don't have to like me or say that, yo, Cuban is whack or whatever the fuck you thought as a hater or a jealous nigga beside me. But you could say that, yo, Q saying the truth. I went through the same shit. And you know what I'm saying? They went through it on a lower level. I went through it on a high level. You know what I'm saying? Through deals and shit like that. And they also did, but they really didn't know what was going on. So Joe was doing whatever he wanted with their contracts and their negotiations. That's why part of me always felt sorry for them, but they don't want to speak for themselves. So I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? They got to fight their own battles.
All right, let's get back to this.
Oh yeah, you heard enough?
Nah.
Shout out to Cuban Lane. He gave his life to Jesus the Lord. I seen him.
Yeah.
I seen him get baptized.
He's drunk already. He's already feeling nice. That's why he's like, rewind that part. He mispronounced the L. Shout out to Cuban Lane.
Yo, listen, stop. Shout out to Cuban Lane. He gave his life to Jesus, the Lord. I seen him
recently.
Yeah. I seen him get baptized.
Oh yeah.
I thought it sounded like he said Ling.
That's what I'm saying. Lane, I'm baptized, but you already know he's trying to make fun of me. He's pronounces that B extra. See, that's things you know when you know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got baptized. You know what I'm saying? And he gets back to the Lord. That's what he does.
Yo, his pronunciation of things and his mannerisms are funny as hell, man.
No, he does it on purpose to get.
No. I forgot who he says.
La nena. Remember he said that?
He says stuff like really funny, man.
He says funny shit. He says funny shit.
Yeah.
He's the one I got the shit. When I said you got spunk kid, he told a story one time. You know what I'm saying? They did that to him and shit. And he was like this, what? Some dude came up to him and said, you got spunk kid. And he had to beat him up or something. Always a funny story. I remember that. But yeah, you could tell. I'm prepping you already. You could tell already with the, EFN already got him a little mad, tight. So he's doing the subliminal. Don't even start with me. There he goes again. Like, there he goes throwing people I don't want you to throw. Don't even give him like, but EFN said, the full Eclipse crew. And he already's tight a little, so he has to think it out. The Cuban, he gave himself to the Lord. That's the attitude he got. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's who it is. He always pronounces Jelly Bean Benitez, named by Jelly Bean Benitez. Why does he do that? That's so weird.
Because he's a lion. He's about to lie. He always shows him the beluga. Always got the belugarism.
Benitez.
He always going to show you a sign. Benitez. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be proper with it. Sounds stupid.
I support that.
So can we do this?
Or no, we can't do this.
What?
But I'm just saying.
I tried.
I don't know. You crazy? What I seen him was
can't do this.
Getting baptized.
So listen to me. Wait.
In the Instagram, and now he's down with.
Wait, right there. So you seen the offend once again. So can we do this? What he meant by that was like, so can we start the peace talk? Since I gave myself to the Lord, whatever, can we start the peace talk? That's what the offense trying to say. And Lord said, we can't do this. You understand that? So that's already mocking everything. If anything, if he wanted to stop the beef between me and him or anything, it will come somewhere there where he's a little saucy up. And he would have thought, he gave himself to the Lord. So, because I wasn't talking about him at that time. Remember, I wasn't even saying anything about him on public or behind the scenes. I left it alone, like I told you. That's the time when I left it alone. And I was over there with Level. I didn't speak about that way after the Bang Bang Boogie thing. So right there was another trigger that he triggered me when he said he started mocking me that I did that. Like, now that he tells, that he's with the Lord, he can tell the truth. That's why he tried to mock me with it. But go ahead.
Oops, hold on.
With Jesus, and I salute that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how I get down. You know what I'm saying?
I salute that too.
I salute that.
Nori literally will clap for everything. Make some noise, just like it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, he'll just clap for everything. That's the whole thing.
Let's give it for the bottle that dropped right there. Hey.
It's like, you got the royalties instead of Big Pun's family. Yeah, make some noise. That's literally what he does with everything. That's
the drunk shit though. I do that too. Just do randomly stupid shit just to take a shot. Let's take a shot for the door closing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Try to really be alcoholic, but you just try to hide it that way. So I do shit like that too. But
it got real.
I'm just trying.
We covered every.
I'm trying.
I don't even know what to try.
I'm just trying.
That's all.
That's a beautiful thing. And the last thing. All right, I seen this on Insta. I know because I seen it because being that you went in that area, because I could have ended it before that. But being that you went in that area, I seen Pun's daughter. She said she posted something. She called you the ops.
The what?
She called Fat Joe the ops,
which
is young people slang for meaning
the opposite.
The enemy.
As a person,
how could you answer that?
As a person that knew Pun, I probably don't know anybody else that Pun loved more.
A little nice. You can tell his action.
Oh my God! You hear that?
He's special at like movements a little extra back. Okay, what?
He said that he doesn't know anyone that Pun loved more than Joe.
Oh my God! This is the and then Nori's talking about his flesh and blood daughter, flesh and blood kids, and his wife. He's trying to say that like Nori is trying to put out to the public that he knows for a fact. There's nobody else he loved more than Fat Joe. Like Pun.
Well, I think he meant outside of his family. So he's saying that like Pun loved Joe more than you.
But that's his family talking about. That's his daughter talking about Joe.
I know.
What the fuck?
I think honestly that was a shot towards you, really more so. It was like everyone thinks that it's Cuban Lane, but it's really not.
I would not take it personal, that one, because it's like that's his daughter. She comes before me. So if your daughter, his daughter, Pun's daughter, is telling Nori or telling the world that Fat Joe is her aunt, that's all she needs to say. She don't need to hear from me. You already know with me. That's extra facts. But guys like Nori, that they're in Fat Joe's world. In Joe's world, remember, they're not really into the world that's out here after they leave that little, little space that they got all together, like, saying that 90210 circle where they all blow each other and fucking, they bang each other's wives. After that little world, that bubble that they live in, that's what I'm saying. Nori's caught up so much in it that he's even trying to contradict his daughter. Pun's own daughter is saying, I don't know how she would say that, because according to me, there's nobody in the world that Pun wouldn't love more than Joe. Like, that's a crazy statement to say about, really Amanda, about that family. So go ahead.
All right.
Stop with the weird pauses at the end. When I stop, like, just go. Like, and then you got the Beluga.
Sometimes you start talking again. Sometimes you start talking again, okay?
Then you.
Okay.
So I'm not seeing you answered it. And you said on your tweet, I can't say
I said it's so sad,
you didn't
man.
even
You didn't
really
even know
know
your father.
Yeah.
Like when he passed away, she was a little girl, baby.
Yeah.
So you don't even know your father. So you over here talking about, this nigga's the op. He ain't really the. Like, you don't even know. You only know what's being handed down to you, what's being told to you. It's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the love, the love me and Pun have for each other is unbreakable. It was unbearable. This ain't the front. You know what I mean? I don't make no money off of Big Pun. At all. Since he died, I don't make $1 off of Big Pun.
Wow.
Not a fucking dollar.
Stop it. You see right there how he got caught? The jury, please. Evidence. Main fucking evidence, jury. If you're looking and you're listening, what did he say right there? This was what year, Pam?
2018.
This is 2018. I think they uploaded it in 2018.
No. It's 2018.
Yeah. Oh, so he had lost.
So when did you get baptized?
I don't remember.
It was 2018, around there.
Oh, hell no. Got baptized like 2013 or 14, something like that. It wasn't no 18. I think they uploaded those, because you keep telling me 2018. Like the last interview too. I think they uploaded it there, or you caught something from there. 2018. That was almost the pandemic happened in 2018.
No, it was 2019. 2020, really.
No, it was like 2019 when the shit hit New York. I'm about to get a hernia surgery like 2018. You bugging. Everything is 20. I think they uploaded that in 2018. That was before that. But do you hear and understand what he said? Never made $1 of a Big Pun after he died. And what did he get sued for? And Liza won the case when?
She won it in 2016.
So how he got nerve when he already got found guilty that he was taking money? Jelly Bean and him was giving him money. How he's gonna say that he never made $1 off a Pun? How can y'all let him get away with these lies or whatever? Because that was 2018. It's been 6 years. 7 years. That people are still asking or saying he never stole nothing from Pun, regardless of the paperwork. But look at his words right there. And that was before 18, my dude. I'm telling you, that's before. I'm sure. I'm mad sure of that. That was like 14, 13 or something like that. 15 maybe. Yeah, so he said that right there, and we all know now that's a lie, right? I guess since 2016. Well, I think that was before 2016. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think that footage that you got there is before 2016. He was saying that before 2016. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would say that after the 28, and they would ask him those type of things. That's the old ass interview. That's before they got to deal with Diddy. You don't see the setting?
No, it has Revolt on it.
Yeah, but it wasn't on a big stage. Remember, like they got now. And when that
but I mean that doesn't mean anything, though. I mean, they could have started out like, with less money at first.
Well, I think that footage is way before. That's what I think he was saying. That was around the time he was talking about. I'm never going to lose. That he was talking about he's not going to lose. That when he goes to the judge, they're going to throw it out. You'll see. That was around that time. I remember it. That was not too far from that.
Well,
time.
Let's keep watching. Maybe you're right. So we'll see.
No, maybe. I'll be right, nigga, all the time. Fuck you. Yeah.
See me out here making Big Pun greatest hits, Big Pun reggaeton, Big Pun this. I don't do none of that, B. I don't do none of that. Niggas be pimping niggas.
Do none of that. You
I wouldn't do that. It's a million. I don't even want to go there. Yeah. But let's just say,
do you notice
that did all that?
He always does that. He stops himself. He goes, I don't want to go down that road. And then right after he brings it up so that he cuts it off before it could go even further, right?
So people could be like, yo, you don't have to. We believe you. Like that. That's what he does to set the stage up for that.
You know what I'm saying?
His wife was suing me. I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
It's like in federal court, she was suing me.
Yeah.
Big Pun shirts and all that. I never made $1 off of Big Pun. All I ever did since he passed away was try to.
That was around the same time that Pun's street was Plaza was getting honored. I remember. But go ahead.
Preserve him in hip hop and big him up and try to make him the best way. And then if we want to go there, even like I watched his son's last video, he shows his father beating up his mom. He don't even know that kid was like 3 years.
Okay, so he gave us a time right there. Remember, Chris did that video with his the domestic abuse.
Yeah,
that was the time. So when was that? What
was that song called?
I forgot. It was the dopest song he got too. I forgot the name of the song. It was powerful. That's when I went with Pop. Went with Pop to Chicago, and I did the big concert over there, and I invited Liza and the kids, and Tony Touch went with me.
It says the song "Fear of My Crown."
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it came out in like 2017.
Yeah.
Because Revolt did an article on it.
So maybe it's 2017, maybe. Damn, I thought it was further back than that. But then it is 7 years ago. So yeah.
I'm saying it's time, No,
I know. Okay, so cool. So that means.
So can you correct yourself now and say that you're not always right?
Well, no, I'm correcting myself because I'm not always right, but in my mind, I'm not right here. I'm a little speed up, but I'm thinking. So this is 2018, 2017. Liza already won the case.
Yeah, she won in 2016.
That's what I'm saying. So this is afterwards. This is after the case settlement and everything. And he's saying he never made $1 off of Big Puns. I wonder why nobody challenged that. And you know what I'm saying? Like Gungu Roach, nobody. We already know why, but I didn't catch that back then when he said that and he had lost the case because I didn't even know when the case was over till probably last year. I think me and you was talking about it and was like, I don't know what year did they settle. I think they was still in litigations. So for him to say, I'm trying to put it in perspective, it was like, okay.
Gongu came out on Doggy Diamonds in 2021. So I wonder if he was talking about it before and it didn't really get big or what happened.
No, but when he makes statements like this, but even Liza, I would expect to be like, yo, call him out on that because it's like, you never took punch. You lost the case. They gave me the whole estate because you was robbing it since 2000. That's what I'm saying. Nobody challenged that. And like I said, my mind wasn't on to this dude. I wasn't with the Fuck Fat Joe campaign at that time. I was resting. I was doing like other things in my life, and I was chilling. But this is another interview that when he said this, that's what I made a video after this. I said, yo, look at him. He's mocking religion. He's mocking the fact that I gave myself to God like publicly, I guess. And he's even mocking that I could tell the truth. Why would I tell the truth? I've been telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I've been God's kid before, you have to see me getting baptized on that level. Like, I've been telling the truth. What he tried to say is that I was lying before, so now let Jesus say it for me to say the truth, because Jesus, I gave myself to God now. That's what he's trying to say. But again, I just wanted to get the timeline there.
It's old. Right. Where do we get this info from? Right. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm just like, damn, my name.
What?
No, I'm talking fat fuck. You're not talking to the screen.
All right.
Nigga, like, yo, the only reason we paying attention is because you is my brother's son. The only reason, niggas is tuning in is because you are Big Pun's son. Don't shit on my nigga. That's the problem I had with the moms. Don't shit on my nigga. Like, we all got personal problems, my nigga. Right. Everybody got problems in their family. We ain't all out here broadcasting that shit. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So now a guy like me who's telling you, yo, let's not ever disrespect Big Pun's legacy, say, I'm the ops? Do I sound like the ops? Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So the shit, I vowed
stop.
to never let.
You see what I'm saying? That's how important it is for people to know that this guy lost upon his estate due to the mismanagement of it, and he was ordered to pay $1 million to Liza and him for this reason. So he can't brag. He can't say things like that, because it's like that, like, dishonorates him from that whole case. For him to be speaking like this and nobody challenging him, be like, yo, listen to me. You lost the case because you mishandled the whole thing. Since 2000, there's money missing.
But remember, his stance on it was that he did it willingly out of the goodness of his heart, though, that he gave it back.
Even more of a lie. Even more of a fucking lie. But just saying, they let him lie like this. That's what I'm saying. It's like crazy. Me and you didn't even know each other at the time.
No.
Yeah, because we would have been on this shit.
Yeah, we would. It would have been better to cover it in real time.
Yeah.
Like the way that they cover in Diddy right now.
Yeah.
Yo, if we were covering it during that time, that would have been crazy.
Yeah. And then he got, of course, one of the biggest platforms, which is Drink Champs at the time. They was coming up, but they was already hot. They on top of the fucking chain saying this shit.
Well, that's what Gongu was saying, is that, like, he can call up anybody, Hot 97, all these places, to go get his voice out there and control the narrative, right? But Liza, especially at that time, couldn't do that.
There's got to be some repercussions for that, though.
But that's why he said that. That's why Gongu said that hip hop owes her an apology, though.
Yeah, man, because that's what he's been doing. He uses other platforms and other people that, saying on a bigger level to shit on, like, guys like us, like Liza and the stuff, and her voice, and diminish our voices. That's what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I be mad at the whole hip hop game. So y'all let them. Like right now, they letting them back in the game by putting them with Jadakiss. And Jadakiss knows this. You know what I'm saying? Jadakiss is doing for the bag, whatever. He's a fellow artist. I understand it's not too much of a responsibility, but you see the bigger plan, the bigger, agenda that's being here. I already told y'all before. I say, watch. They're going to try to get him back in the game. And that's the people that are in power that has his back inside the hip hop game. And those are the ones that's like, yo, if you see this guy do these type of things, you know what I'm saying? And y'all don't even publicize that. It's like, I understand PR, public relation work, but nigga, this is criminal public relation work, which I do with this dude. Y'all really exonerating him for crimes that are done to hip hop. Fuck just personally me or what he did to Liza and the kids. Of course, that's criminal already. You know what I'm saying? For so many years, knowing willingly and premeditated he did it. For y'all to cover that, it makes you as ugly and as evil as him. And that's the problem. It's so long ago, and it's so many times that it's been done that now these people that help him inside the game are in bed with him. So they feel like, oh no, we stopped them before. We got to keep on stopping them now. We got to stop them, because if they blow it up, we're going to look crazy with Joe too. And that's what that teamwork and that Beluga is all about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they all got to be, dismantled and exposed.
Q, who is this? Hershey's the entertainer. You mentioned my name and calling me Hershey Ho on Sunday from your channel.
She's a Latin pain hooker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the blocker at that, throw that bitch out of here.
All right.
She's disgusting.
I was like, who the hell? Oh, shout out to Lion Skinner, $10 donation. Cuban and Panda, keep exposing Joe for the lying thief he is. Yeah. Appreciate you for always pulling up and supporting.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Yeah,
all right.
controller the you know the.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was though.
Well, you could, Hershey, call it Hershey Highway. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this.
That niggas get me mad again on some big puns because it really used to bother me. Right. It really used to fuck me up because I really love this nigga. I went through depression when this nigga died. You understand what I'm saying? So for niggas talking, they don't even know, B. Like me and this nigga would have jumped off the roof together. Right. The roof, we'd have killed the whole club together. 200 niggas on CNN, me and him. 200 niggas, we'd have killed everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
Been on CNN. So I don't know what these people are talking about. They don't even know what they talking about. Right. They getting like 30th down hand information. Right. They don't got real information. Right. Wow. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all I can say is, by the way, this is my brother's daughter. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not going to really disrespect her. Right.
Amanda Panda is the realest. Amanda Panda is the realest. Star. Yes, she's the realest. She went and punched mom for me at one time. Like, she is that real. Like, when she feels something and it's like, she knows the truth, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting her to hold her mouth, nothing. She's going to do what she do when she feels what she feel.
Look at this. Know the knowledge. She said, Cuban, block that doctor.
No, I blocked him from my phone. I don't know. Yeah, he blocked.
I saw him still in the comments one time. Like,
oh, maybe not from here. I don't know how to block people in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's still reaching out to you?
Nah, nigga, I blocked him from my phone. Yeah,
but on the last live, that's right. He did say, "Yo, shout out to Cuban and Panda, much love and stuff."
I didn't check the last live. I didn't see it. No, he's done. He's done with me. I told him, go tell Fat Joe and everybody else to help you with your stuff and give you the time and date to put you on a platform and you have a discussion about hip hop. Me, I'm done with you, bro. I'm too bitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm too bitter to even have a conversation with you. So maybe find a less bitter dude. Maybe, those dudes that I'm talking about.
I said, yo, it's sad. You really was too young to really even know your father like that. So I don't know what to tell you. How you can be saying incredible.
Wait, how this disgusting piece of fucking pale whale, beluga of a fucking monster face he is, how he has the nerve to tell somebody's daughter that their daughter don't know their father? How can you say that about she didn't know him as well? You were only 6. If that's the only memories of your father you have because he passed away after that. She was 9 years old. She was 9 years old. She's the oldest. I mean, she don't know her father. She knows exactly about, the good things and she knows the bad things. So she knows her father. How this fat, disgusting dude is gonna say that and use that to even put a question mark out to the public? Like, she didn't really know him. She was only like 6 when he died, or 7 or 8. You don't really know. Nigga, I know. Come on, man. Like, you wouldn't know your parents when you're 5, 6? I would. The love would bring me there. You would remember. And your mothers did it, you know what I'm saying? And, with the friends. Because I'm sure I told them who their father was. Good and bad. More good than bad. But, they're there. And the world, after you turn to be ladies' age, womanhood, and you know what I'm saying? You understand. He's not a regular person. He was outside the world too. Other people dealt with Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? So she got her own story. She learned. She's a mother herself. She understands. So how you gonna tell somebody that you didn't know your father? Like, this nigga, if anything, Joe didn't even know Pun. That was only like a 4-year run. 3-year run. You didn't know Pun then. You know what I'm saying? You met Pun in what? 93. Met him in 93. To 2007 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, And he really met him at 93. He met him in 94, really, afterward. He met him in 93, but he really started messing with him in 94.
Right.
So it's how can you say that about, you know what I'm saying, somebody's daughter or son? Crazy. That's crazy, disrespectful. Look at it.
Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
And as a person, and I'm like, you know, because I can't really, but as a person looking at from the outside in, but that was in. I never seen Pun show you anything other than the most respect.
Fucking drunk dick face. Sucking balls. Sucking balls to go get, you know, to get in cahoots with Joe so you can get him a deal. Right there. That's what he was doing. The guy.
The utmost love and the utmost. He was happy that you put him on. Like he was.
Look at Joe's face.
I say it all the time. I'm like, not only was he happy, like, but me and Pun.
Joe's eyes is the Noriega's mouth like this. Run a little bit, it's like that. Look, a little more. You see, he's looking at his mouth. Look.
He was happy that you put him on. Like he was.
I don't get it.
No, before that, he was in his mouth.
Okay.
I never.
Before that, a little before that. Look
Right here.
Right there. He's like, make sure you say the right thing, you fucking little puppet. Look.
And I'm like, you know, because I can't really. But
He saw the smile. That smile.
Look, like he knew it was coming. Like, yeah, nigga, gas it up for everybody. Like, give me the validation.
Person looking at from the outside in, but that was in. I never seen Pun show you anything other than the most respect, the utmost.
I'm sure there was playing footsies though.
He was happy that you put him on. Like he was.
I don't get it.
And I say it all the time. I'm like, not only was he happy, like, but me and Pun was knuckleheads. Like we used to avoid Joe, like, cause we were doing dumb shit. Like me and Pun would be doing, like, we were younger, so we would like hiding shit from Joe. What I'm saying is, you don't hide something from somebody you don't respect.
Like a father figure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, that means that was that much respect that both of us had for you. Like we wouldn't get high in front of you because I remember.
You know, I was, you know, when I started rapping, you know.
All right, let this go after this.
You know, I wanted to rap.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Amateur night at the Apollo.
Yo, let me stop.
All
right. Let me give you a fun fact about situations this dude is on here talking about rewinding time and when he wanted to rap, right? There's a guy that, besides King's Son and everybody, there's a guy named Gizmo from Forest Projects. He was definitely one of the Terror Squad members in the street, and he was the first one who taught Joe, Fat Joe, how to rap.
Yeah, he wrote his rhymes, right?
He wrote his rhymes. He wrote a couple of joints in the first one. The album Represent also. But he really taught him. He was his friend, childhood friend that grew up with him also, Gizmo. You know what I'm saying? But he's the motivation behind Joe's pen and everything. Like wanting him to even start rapping is Gizmo. Like, you know, Charlie Rock LD was the motivation for him to go in the streets and be a gangster thug, whatever. But Gizmo is one of the pens, the cool Puerto Rican dudes that played ball, that was nice at all that. It was into the rapping thing. That's who Fat Joe followed. That's wanted to say that. Honorable mention, which you would never mention right now because he moves on from era to era. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to go get another thug. Remember, it was Charlie Rock. Charlie Rock got locked up. Then Tony Montana, another thug nigga he was blowing. You know what I'm saying? For his street cred. He was around him. He got killed. Then it was Ski from the hood, another crazy nigga. He got killed. Then he goes off. You know what I'm saying? He goes and finds the extra people. That you know what I'm saying? The Raouls and you know what I'm saying? People like that. He always need like a henchman that he could follow and be that, you know, and live through their life, that life. And then through the mic, through the rhymes, he'll do the same thing. He'll have his niche of what he wants to say, and probably rhyme like, but he'll go find the artist that he wants to rob and take their style and become them and have them write their stuff so he could have this possession that they have, this talent or this street cred. This is how he does. So if you respect that type of dude, then you know, you go to Beluga Avenue right there. He's behind me. He's mad at me too. Look at his fucking eyeball. but you know, I'm just gave you a perfect description, and rest in peace to Gizmo. You know what I'm saying?
RP Gizmo, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't even mention him.
What?
He doesn't even mention him here. Is what I'm saying. He
yeah.
Back in the day with the rhyming, and he doesn't even mention him. Go ahead.
100 niggas on stage. Mind you, I was like a drug lord in the Bronx at the time. So it was almost like playing myself because niggas respected me so much. And to go to the Apollo and perform their amateur night and win. I won four weeks in a row. That's where I met Red Alert and gave him my demo.
Your brother
I remember going to Ralph McDaniels to give him my music.
His brother, Money Man, paid for the whole crowd to be there. He bought like 200, 300 tickets for the people. You know, he gave some tickets out, and he brought the whole Forest crew, the TS dudes, to go there and clap for him and make the audience, you know, he bought the audience. His brother.
How do you know?
Because I know. His brother.
Were you there?
No, but I know. Nigga, I know. His brother told me himself. You know what I'm saying? So and everybody knows this. He just said it here. They bought all the tickets, and they took over the audience. And when Joe performed, of course, so now they look great so he bought it. He bought his way there. So God.
I used to have to walk 31 flights of stairs up there. So I paid my dues. And now when you flip around and you say, all right, Joe, you in the game, you the only Spanish nigga winning.
Wait. Did he really say that?
McDaniels to give him my music. I used to have to walk 31. I remember going to Ralph McDaniels to give him my music. I used to have to walk 31 flights of stairs up there.
31 flights of stairs?
You know that fat beluga, especially back then when he was fat, he would never walk that. But he's just trying to make the metaphor. That's not what you should have stopped it for. You should have stopped it for what he says right after this. He messed the word living up with listen. He said, I'm the only rapper living. Listen to
my dues. And now when you flip around and you say, all right, Joe, you in the game, you the only Spanish nigga winning. And then you meet
living. There you go. Things that make you go, Now what are you saying, my nigga? Living. Back to life and death. Pun is not here. The only, Pun is dead.
Well, he's talking about before Pun, though, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me hear it. Keep on.
A Puerto Rican nigga outside the store who's a million times better than you, and you turn around and play the back seat and let this nigga, and then this nigga get rich. Cause let me tell you something. You can hear all the poor stories you want. As far as Nori know, he was rich.
Yes.
Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
And I've been thinking myself.
Yes.
So when I tell you earlier,
what did ever Nori look like? He went to his bank account. That's why.
No, but he's twisting it right now, right? Because no one ever said Pun wasn't rich when he was alive, though. The whole story is about what happened after he died.
But what did Nori ever see that Pun was rich, though? When Pun used to go to the Bronx to see Pun. He was in a regular, house in the Bronx, in the corner. And before that, it was rented house. So what did Nori see? Did he see his bank account? Or did you see jewels and of course, extra jewels and fly shit? Like every other rapper, like he's the rapper. He knows sometimes, that money is not really, that's throwaway money. That's like, okay, you bought an outfit today for the video and you can't wear it again. He knows the game of a rapper. How can Nori be there and be a judgment to confirm that Pun was rich?
Well, remember, he saw his contract too and said that it was, I didn't see the whole thing, but
He showed, but exactly at the end of the day, he lied like a motherfucker. Joe lied to him like a motherfucker. He's that gullible, you trying to think? I don't think Nori's that gullible. I think he got his own sense in the back of it. I think he was just playing along with Joe because they had something going on further than that with the money. They're getting money together right there. So now, he uses Nori to try to erase his bad doings, his bad, all of his grimy, slimy shit that he did. The problem with that is that he's trying to erase that from my brother. It's supposed to be his brother too. So he think you're not talking shit about Nori. About Pun or Joe, but you are. You know what I'm saying? You're shitting on this side of the family. Pun's family, like you did. Like Nori did not do a song to this day. He didn't do a song with Chris Rivers because Joe told him not to, and he didn't do it back in the days.
Well, he ended up on a song with him, but it wasn't like either of their songs. It was like they were both featured on the same song.
Yeah, that usually goes with somebody in the middle that they own that song, and then they tell each other they was gonna be on that song.
Right.
That's what happens. But when it was time when when Liza, asked him to do a song and all of that, when it was real time, show you if you're family or a fake motherfucker. That's when he crumbled like a fucking house of cards, that he is. And that's why I don't respect Nori. I don't respect Nori because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a Joe puppet. And even when Joe's wrong and you still try to defend him, so when Joe goes down, you going down too, nigga. That's how real it is. Because you knowingly know things. You know I ain't lying when I said, Joe took 50% from Pun. Before he did Yeah Baby, the first Capital Punishment album, all through all that. He might have showed them another contract after they renegotiated. That's why I'll be saying that they definitely did renegotiate because Pun was going to do the second album and then renegotiate.
But see, the thing is that people like Nori, though, they'll justify it and say that this is just regular music business practices, so it's not bad then. Because everybody's
doing my brother like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't believe him when he says that the Pun shit, all that shit. Oh, I do it good. Don't act like he's your brother or cousin or nothing. You're another baloney smoker from the industry. Say that. Say that. Don't try to use the fucking violent shit, crying for my brother. Oh, my brother, Pun. You don't miss him, nigga. You doing this for your money, for your pocket, just like Joe was doing it for his. And you got no type of love or real love for Pun, like Christopher Rios, the real person, like I do. That's the difference between these dudes. But they be playing a role like a real novella, telenovela superstar, Golden Grammy Award role for Pun. Like, I did everything for Pun. Pun loved my brother. And then you see the real black and white, you see the evil shit they do. Like Joe, Nori just sucks balls for the wrong nigga. And you know what I'm saying? He goes with whatever Joe's saying. That's why he looks like a baloney at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But he got his own personal flaws and stupid shit that he do, fake shit he does. I just don't get into that. I get more into the, you use my brother for this shit, man. Y'all niggas ain't giving back. Y'all not saluting the right people. Y'all not really telling the whole story. You telling one man's fucking greedy story. And it is what it is. Go ahead, keep on. I don't want to get caught up.
Yo, when I die, I want y'all to know I'm going to die fly. Pun die fly. Like, this nigga had 20 Benzes, 20 motorcycles. He has shit.
Every single time he tells this story, he increases the number. Like, it was 17 motorcycles with Funk Flex, right? Now it's 20. And then he also says he had 20 Benzes.
And he wants to say Pun die fly, 28 years old, 700 pounds. He died fly. These kind of descriptions are crazy. Makes me think, yo, did you have anything to do? Did you give this nigga some funny shit now when he was in the Fat Farm? Because he went to see him. Did you give my brother something now, man? You know what I'm saying? Charlie died of a heart attack.
Nah, man.
Raul died of fucking, I think, AIDS or some shit. I don't even know what Raul died of. But they all like natural causes and some funny shit. Flex died of a heart attack. Pun died of a heart attack. No, I'm just thinking that way. Me, because it's like, how you think that he died fly? What kind of retarded, little, like, dirty, snot-nosed, corner thug nigga after you become of age? That's not dying fly, dogs. That's not leaving your kids behind and your kids not having that relationship with your kids. That's fly to you, man. You have Benzes and shit, you fly. That's that drug dealer shit. He's supposed to have been snapped out of that. Like, come on, man. What you talking about? What kind of... This nigga's a piece of shit, man. And he knows better than this. Because he wouldn't want... If his daughter or son died at fucking 28 years old, he'd be like, he died fly. Like, what kind of statement is that, man? It's crazy. Yeah.
I think Joe was jealous of Pun, but I don't think that he would have did something, though. Listen, not like that.
I'm speculating. I don't put it on nobody. He probably telling you fucking soften him up so I don't find out the real clues in detective work.
Couldn't even use. So when I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this nigga did it till the wheels fall off. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm like, damn, that nigga did it big. But to just let you know that I took my time in this industry to help a guy like Big Pun because I knew Latinos needed him for the culture. Yep. To help a guy like DJ Khaled who's filthy, fucking...
Stop right. I want y'all to know Joe helped Big Pun because Big Pun gave him 50% of his earnings, shows, features, major deals. Remember, I said that. And that's the thing he did, like, it's the kindness of his heart again. Like, he's such a big-hearted kind of mastermind genius, scout for talent that once he found, Big Pun, he had to put him on because he knew he was better than him and he had to put his career aside for him. He says nothing about the fucking 50% of everything he took from my brother. He gave it to you because we thought that was the thing. That was the fair deal. And later on, come to find out, that was really robbery. So he forgets to tell the people that. I just wanted to make sure that was the incentive this fat beluga took on my brother Big Pun and walked him through the whole, industry for him to become a star. Because the more Pun got, he got. And he got the same thing as my brother. So my brother worked, talented and everything, did everything, even did his work, share a load of work. But Joe was taking only 50% from them. My brother wasn't taking 50% of Joe. Difference, you see that? That's what the incentive was. Not because he was such a great scout for hip hop and he gave us Big Pun because he was, he had to give it to him and put him on, like it was a must for him to put it on, put Pun on because he was so incredible and he had no gains in it. He had 50. That was the incentive. Okay. The beluga keeps swinging.
Rich, and I'm waiting for a steak. I'm waiting for a present.
Fish sandwich, something.
Khaled has transcended more than hip-hop
chicken.
now.
He owe you a fish sandwich.
Could he give me something? Some
That's
Chinese
already showing
reggae
you.
food.
You need a
You see what he's saying there? Hey, Khaled, can you give me a steak something? He's already showing that Khaled they're trying to distance himself from him. And he didn't really repay Joe the way Joe needed to get paid.
Remember, that lines up with what TA said, though.
That's already showing him. That's throwing a public SOS out there to Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my nigga, you owe me money. What's up? The least you can do is that. And if you know his relationship with Khaled, he's the bully. He bullies Khaled. You know what I'm saying? He bullied Scott Storch. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you this. So they're scared of him. Khaled is scared of him.
A Rafe with a fucking microwave.
Bow tie.
Yeah,
Rafe with a microwave. What can I get?
Helicopter.
No, a helicopter. Yeah, now we going there. Now we my nigga, nothing, right? So then let's just say a Big Pun of DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled employs maybe 100 people.
Right.
Big Pun gave birth. He still gave birth to his son and his family. Whoever's making money off this nigga, right? Then you turn around, you say Remy Ma.
That's the most beautiful thing.
Big Pun gave birth to his son.
Hold on, let's run that back.
Yeah, he messed up. He's drunk though. I can tell he's a little saucy.
And let's just say a Big Pun of DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled employs maybe 100 people.
Right.
Big Pun gave birth. He still gave birth to his son and his family. Whoever's making money off this nigga, right? Then you turn around, you say Remy Ma.
That's the most beautiful thing of your career is when people look at Pun and if anybody ever accuse you of doing wrong by Pun or doing anything, then they can sit back and they can look at Remy Ma.
Put it in your mouth already.
Now Remy Ma had all the time in the world, 7 semis and 8 winners, whatever shit is.
7 balls in your mouth.
But she came home, she
in his mouth. That's right.
showed love to you. That should be the story of how it reads. It's because all right, cool. If that's what y'all think, look, this is what I do.
Proof in the pudding.
What?
Is this over? I think they talk about Remy all the way through after this, right?
No, there's still like probably about 8 more minutes that they're gonna go into some stuff.
Okay.
This is proof. Yeah. This is in real life.
This is in real time, and we doing it again. We discovered Cool and Dre. Dre is looking like a star.
I seen her somewhere, and she was like, "What? My new album?" And I think she got her deal somewhere. She got millions somewhere, and she's like, "My brother Fat Joe is executive producing it," and I'm like, "That's how my brother's story should be reading right there."
That's how it always was, though, because even when Pun was alive, the unity was out of control with us. So we were so unified. You know what I'm saying? So it went wrong because the wrong people tried to tell a story and mix it up.
Right.
But you know that's why we big up Cuban Lane for going to church.
And that's why listen, tell me.
Yo, that's why we big up.
This is the second time I heard you big up Cuban Lane.
For going to church.
I'm telling you. I like it, Joe.
Because maybe he'll tell the truth now. Right. Maybe he'll finally tell the truth.
Can I tell you?
No. If a nigga going to church and the nigga it's the best thing to happen.
Come on, Panther. We gotta work on our fucking little. We started off like fucking Starsky and Hutch, but now we're ending like fucking Ren and Stimpy right now. What's going on?
Man, he was saying good stuff. You want me to stop?
I know,
right
but I wanted you to pause it because I was gonna say But who's narrating this? Can I narrate in my way? What the fuck? I'm trying to just go like this to you. I don't even have to do this. When I go like this, I just want to narrate. I say something. You can bring it back. You can reel up, come to mind. Play it back. All right. Let me fucking, because I got a thought and I forgot it now because I'm arguing with you. You fuck. Go. Leave it. Now. Rewind it, but I don't know what I was going to say. Right. Oh, okay. Look. Remember? He said, he's acting drunk. He was like, yeah, no, he's good. He's going to church. So now he can tell the truth. Look in his eyes when he says it. Yeah.
Heard you big up Cuban Lane
for going to church.
I'm telling you. I like it, Joe.
Because maybe he'll tell the truth now. Right. Maybe he'll finally tell the truth.
Can I tell you?
No.
We don't see the thing, my brother.
Oh, my bad.
That's right.
Listen, tell me.
That's why we big up.
This is the second time I heard you big up Cuban Lane
for going to church.
I'm telling you. I like it, Joe.
Because maybe he'll tell the truth now.
Right.
Maybe he'll finally tell the truth.
Can I tell you?
No.
Yo, he got a real evil kind of like smile, bro. Like it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, look at this smile. Look.
Truth now.
Right.
You see? He's starting to smirk right there.
Yeah. You can tell the truth now.
Maybe he'll finally tell the truth.
Can I tell you?
No.
Like,
if a nigga going to church and the nigga is the best thing to happen to me because I'm a God-fearing.
Let me tell you why I say this to you.
I'm a God-fearing man.
How'd that work out?
I never go against my God. If he's really converted and he's really in church, tell the truth, my nigga. Now you come out and tell the truth. If you want to really be wholesome and you want to be, tell them how I looked out for Pun. Tell them how I looked out for you. Tell them how I didn't cut your face.
Yo, what's more crazier than this is that when he did that, and I said, yo, you should try to mock my shit, like my truth wasn't the truth every time I was telling it, right? So he tried to say I was lying until God right now, since I found God.
Right.
I'm supposed to be telling the truth right now. So you already know what I did after that. I went even harder with God and more about the things that he's done, right? For him to repent, for him to just say the truth. But since that, you see how his career has been taken, the road it went after he did that thing right there. Because it's really after that he started, doing a lot of like mishaps started happening to him, whether it was deaths behind the scenes that were close friends, or there were really embarrassing moments on TV or social media. I think that's when the boot came out. So I don't know, but I'm saying the boot, when he was inside the boot,
I know.
a lot of things. A lot of things started happening since he said that, and the world started recognizing that Cuban Link's been telling the truth for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all the DMs I ever get. Like recently, 2 years since we started doing our things, I get a lot of those. I was like, it is what it is. The truth will always prevail. I always keep saying that, but really, he wanted the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? He said for Cuban Link to finally tell the truth, and I told the truth. And that's why the universe is showing him a whole different thing, because he went against the truth and he tries to lie and hide stuff. Even with the lies of the contract, you see how he handled that.
But let me ask you this though, okay? Was Joe really talking about God that much before you did the baptizing thing? Because I feel like in recent years he brings up God so much, right? He keeps on talking about let your darkest moments bring you most clarity.
He never been into God in his life. Never. Always doing, remember the dark side. Remember him? That's what he's pushing. He had albums. He had Volume 1, The Dark Side. Remember that?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Who's the dark side? The opposite of the light side. So who he's repping? That's the devil, baby. You know that. And he knows that I knew that. But he's trying to gas the people. Sheep and wolf clothing. Trying to gas the people. You know, he's with God. And by him talking like this, by him wearing so much thing, him you know, doing preppy things with rich people, you know, he thinks he's bigger than everybody. That's why he tried to fit in. He's a little demon. A little fat, chubby demon, you know? That's all he is. And that's why he gets mad, because I treat him like a chubby, little fat beluga demon that he is. And I talk to him any way I want, because that's what he deserves from me. He deserves that from Pun's family. Deserves that from everything. Because that's who he is, a piece of shit. That's it.
Tell the truth now. If you're really a God-fearing guy, give us a breaking news for one and say, you know what? I found the Lord, I seen the vision of Jesus, and guess what? All these years I've been accusing the Joe of shit that was a lie from day one. You know, maybe he want to try that method. Now, because you're in church, right?
Right. Like malice is in.
Let me tell you a story. So,
did he try to buy me off right there? Was that a little like proposition? Maybe if I would have said that and been a bitch ass nigga, you know, maybe you think I would have got a deal from him? Like he tried to do with Liza. Like, yo, you know, I'll be in your movie if you just retract all the things you said and say you never stole from Pun. Was that an attempt for me to be like, yo, now that you're with God and with Jesus, maybe you could say that you was lying all this time and you know, that Joe never stole from him. Maybe things will work out better for you. You know, like he'll probably throw me, like, let me inside the game now and let me do my music. I don't know, man. My mind goes everywhere. But I would have never took that route. He knew. Nope. He should have known that. But, you know, it is what it is.
When you had the fallout with Link, he came, you know, Terror Squad, everybody was affiliated with Khaled and Bugga and the promotion teams and all these guys. And so when the fallout happened and Link was promoting his own project, he came to do
What project?
His solo.
We never heard it. He wasn't signed to us.
We never heard it.
I never heard from him after he wasn't down with us.
He was too.
You see that?
Because he does it deliberately. He wants to let people know, like, I shouldn't even be mentioned ever, because he never heard of him. To see, you know, keep me there. I never heard of him. Everybody in the fucking world see my fucking my you know, MOB shit and everything that we was doing.
Look at this smile.
It's just like nobody's doing this to him. Nobody. That's what he does with the blocking. I don't have time for him. Come on, you think I will be blocking him? That's what he does, like a fat bitch. That's what he do, lying ass nigga. When he knows everything he does, he mocks me. He copies me. Even to this day, I guarantee you, he's looking at us, looking at things that I'm doing, and him trying to retwist them up when he goes to his level or his platforms, so he could do it his way. I'm trying to tell you, he's been doing that since we always break up. That's why he say he roast Senorita. That's why he's trying to take credit for my life. Like, nigga, get off my dick. Like, let the people know. Get off my dick or tell people, yo, listen, I've been biting Cuban Lane, you know what I'm saying, style forever, and I want to be him. You know what I'm saying? He was the pretty nigga. I wanted to, you know, have the girls like him. You know what I'm saying? I copied this style. That's why, you know, I've been moving around this industry. Say that. He would never say that, right? But that's, if you look at him detail by detail, like I'm telling you, that's what he does. And then when it comes to people like this, they'll be like, what album? We never heard of him. Like, I haven't been working, or this nigga's not a narrator. Why you know what I'm saying? You must be crazy on your own thinking that, you know, his project is getting like ringing bells. That's what he's trying to do. Demean me. So, you know what I'm saying? But he's only showing us here. That's why I love social media. We can see this. And people, when you break this shit down like that, you can see where his mind, his mental state was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, but look at the smile though.
Yeah, no. The eye twitching.
I never heard from him again.
I'm saying he was doing shows.
He was pushing something.
Yeah, so he came to Florida and he had dates in Florida, and nobody wanted to be his DJ. I mean, this is the way I'm taking it.
You could have got hurt if you DJ.
I did.
You got hurt?
No, I didn't get hurt. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Damn, we chased him.
No, I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you.
Yeah, see, he admitted that's the blackballing right there. We the DJs who plays the music, right? The DJ.
That's the blackballing. That's the friendly you be careful crossing the street shit I've been talking about. Like, you could have got hurt. Like, for real, no, for real, you could have got hurt.
Oh, you did get hurt?
Yeah, you did get hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's putting the pressure on him. And I think that's one of the first interviews where he put the pressure on him. They never spoke, like, brought my name up too much after this. But, yeah, that's the indirect. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got hurt? Oh, you should have known better. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to catch him. I want to catch him like that and be like, oh, you said this? Huh? Yeah, oh, man, that's crazy. You want you crying, stomp you out. Oh, don't cry. Nah, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? But we from, you know, the cloth we from. But, yeah, this get me upset because it's like I know he's doing the bully tactics to people that want to get bullied.
Or he knows he could do that to EFN, too.
Yeah, yeah. But I love, you know,
because you know EFN admitted, right, that it took a while for them to build a relationship.
Cool.
Him and Joe. EFN admitted that.
Yeah, because but tell him, ask EFN one day when they get him in a deep conversation, why did it take so long? I don't think it's because of me.
No, it's not because. Well, yeah, I think so. I think because Joe felt the way about him being cool with you.
The way Joe is, and he wants from people, and it's like I'm sure DJ EFN bent over backwards trying to satisfy him and show Nori, yo, listen, and Nori trying to get him in, but he didn't like EFN. He didn't like nobody. You know what I'm saying? And if he did get EFN inside the door, he wants EFN to be complacent and be doing exactly what he wants him to do, to be controlled. And I don't think EFN go for that all the time.
But I think that he also felt the way that EFN was always bringing you up, trying to squash the beef.
He showed me love, and I'm a Cuban rapper, and I'm an MC that he got love for, like EFN got love for, and speaks about. Yeah, another bad. You know, that's why he doesn't like him either. But you know. But let EFN tell these stories, man. You know what I'm saying?
Every time we seen him, we chased him.
They came to me, motherfucker. No, I didn't get hurt. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Because we chased him.
No, I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you what happened.
Every time we seen him, we chased him.
They came to me, motherfucker said. They said nobody's DJing for him in Florida.
He ain't chased none of my
EFN, well, you do it.
And you said Cuban, Afro-Cuban.
Yeah, he switched the story. Yeah, he switched the story. Afro-Cuban. He switched the whole story now. And that's how thick he is. Went from Cuban Lane. He was about to tell you a story of what happened, and you didn't chase me. But he did the same thing with Puffy, remember?
He causes a commotion so that you can move on from the topic, and then whatever is exposed there stands there. So when somebody's watching it, right? Oh, that's where it ended. Like they won't talk about anything else to go deeper, really.
Right, because they're gonna get to the truth.
You see, Joe said that they chased him. They chased him. That's it.
Yeah, that's what you remember. You remember?
Headline.
Oh, Fat Joe. I remember when they were saying that. Somebody interviewed me before, and it was like, "Oh, is it true that Joe chased you, Cuban? He chased you, chased your DJs out?" Like, fuck that happened, man. You know, he never chased none of my.
But you know what's so funny is that he does the reverse because it was really you that chased him in Miami.
Exactly.
Remember?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I'm the one doing the chasing and everything. This nigga taking credit for my shit. He's crazy.
I bet you if he does when he does his show, right? When he does his show, the Jimmy's incident, your name might not be mentioned, but it's gonna show you getting two-pieced and falling back instead of the other way around. He's gonna take credit like that.
No, I only got punched one time.
I know, but he's gonna switch it to when because you two-pieced them, right?
Nah, I think everybody would know. He won't go back into that.
You don't think so?
Maybe he'll look like a hero, you know, when he snuffed the first guy, and then he stuffed me, and we both for that, and then he stops the story. Yeah.
Maybe, something like that.
Yeah. You probably use this, man. Everything I'm telling you, everything on social media, he watches us. And he tries to use it. I'm trying to tell you, he does this.
We giving him too many good ideas. You're giving him too many good ideas.
I catch it. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you. Anyway, we're not gonna go through that.
Yeah, let's go.
I did.
Good for you, man.
I did it because I had no problem with him. I had no problem. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not scared either because I don't know the situation.
Exactly.
Oh, you see how mad he got right there? He got mad.
Yeah, he got mad. That's because he's being decisive right there. He and he's standing up to being a man. That's what the fuck EFN is doing. And he over there like this, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So what it is that damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead, play it.
But no, but he got mad when he said I wasn't scared. Joe's like, all right, then,
yeah, all right, yeah, like all right, yeah. But go ahead. I forgot what I was gonna say.
At that point,
could have been bad.
It could have been. But I'm just telling you that
we was hot heads, man.
I know. Listen, I was around you guys. You guys were coming around DJ Raw. I was.
Oh, I was gonna say is that before that, I never spoke to EFN about Joe on that level. You know what I'm saying? We had a thing when I went, oh, fuck that nigga, we got beef, yeah. But never went too deep into, you know what I'm saying, to even put him on with a, you know what I'm saying, oh, yo, listen, you know, or badmouth him to the point that EFN will be on point with that. So that's when EFN said, yeah, I didn't even know nothing about that. That's what he meant. He meant that, yo, he didn't even know because he from Miami. Anybody from New York would know. But when I went to Miami, I wasn't going over there saying, fuck Fat Joe like that. If anything's fuck Pitbull right there at the time with EFN. You know what I'm saying? So Fat Joe wasn't even throwing like that. We got beef, but it's not. I'm not even elaborating when I was hanging out with EFN, is what I'm saying. So I'm not even bad-mouthing, you know, Joe to EFN as much as what he meant. That's why he said he didn't even know nothing about it like that. You know what I mean? That's to show you my character. Like, you know what I'm saying? He probably putting the word out in the industry like this, oh, we got beef with Cuban. Like, yo, you see him, you know what I'm saying? You better get away from him too hot so he can fuck up our relationships. But I wasn't doing that to him, is what I'm saying. But yeah.
There. It's not like I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew.
But it's Cuban shit.
No, it's not that it's Cuban shit.
Yeah,
Yes, it was
Cuban
Cuban
too,
shit.
nigga.
Now.
I've always been Cuban, nigga. My father Cuban.
Yo,
You wanna go meet my fucking father?
I wasn't into that.
Oh, you see, he's getting mad. You see, he's getting mad right there. He's trying to play it off, but he really getting mad.
Yeah, he tried to just because you're comparing him to me. He said Cuban. He said, I'm Cuban too. You know what I'm saying? You're not Cuban, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, he said he was Boricua. You know what I'm saying? He is half Cuban, half Puerto Rico, but he says he's Boricua to the world. He goes to Puerto Rico and he does, you know, legendary.
But he never really claimed it, right? Like publicly, he never said it.
He never said. But the fucked up thing about it, he had the best, like I said before, he had the best Puerto Rican, which was Pun. And he had the best Cuban, which is Cuban Lane. And you have Puerto Rican and Cuban. You should have been honored. You should have been the best manager / mogul in the world with that. That should have made you inside feel like, damn, both of my countries, you know what I'm saying? I got the best dudes from each country. And it's like, no, he wanted to be the best on both countries because, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't wait for Pun to die, you can see, because how he treated Pun after he died. And then me, I got to get my face. I guess some pretty cute boy to him. Remember, he don't understand. He's the pretty one. So I guess he had to slice my face or get my face sliced for him to feel good about himself. Like, what the fuck kind of devious, evil shit, you know what I'm saying? We don't know that when we with him, but this is what really happened if you look back into it. It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with this nigga? And then right now he asks him, you know, it's a Cuban thing. Oh, but I'm Cuban. Like, love me more than him. Well, you got to love him more. You understand? So it's that chip on his shoulder. But yeah, he showed us that right now.
I tried to bring him Thanksgiving to my house. Remember I called you so he could meet my father and all my Cuban brothers and sisters?
Yo, I heard his whole album. He was mad as
Cuban. No, the nigga was something else, man.
Same thing here.
My father's stubborn,
Same
man.
thing here. But the point is,
super hard body.
There's a point. The point is,
you DJ for Cuban. You want to get that off your chest?
No, that's not the point, bro.
Yeah.
Coño,
That's an accomplishment.
Point is, you cleared it up with 50. We would like to see some unity.
No, what I'm saying to you is can't be unity on that level. What I can say,
and I respect it. I respect how it goes down.
Because the problem is, it's a wound that's so bad. Like, these people try to destroy me. I'm tired of talking about this and say this.
Yo, why is it always that somebody's trying to destroy him?
Yo, these niggas try to destroy him. And he had the upper hand from the gate. He's the leader. He's the one with the CEO power. He's the one who got the deal for Pun. He got 50% of Pun. He was getting 20 of me. But we tried to destroy him. Yo, he's not in denial. He's doing this on purpose, I want to tell you. He's not because he's crazy the way he's thinking that way. And y'all probably thinking like, maybe something is wrong with him, like giving him that way out. No, that was premeditated. And that's the way he feels. because that's how fucking narcissistic he is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's how it's his ego. That's everything. That's greed that lives within him. It's a DNA. Maybe he doesn't see it as much as we would or we do, but he really does. Like, I could look back at that, right? I look back at that interview if I was me, and I'm like, I really said that shit. Like, I'll be like, nah, I can't be saying that, yo. Because at the end of the day, yo, Cuban tried to destroy you. Yeah, we talked bad about it. We told the truth. And if that's trying to destroy you, is one thing. But you went out your way to stop niggas' money. You went out the way and you stole a dead man's money. The nigga who made your life complete. You went in there and took his family's money after he passed away. Who tried to destroy whose life?
Yo, you see this? He said, nah, Joe, you identified as Caucasian when you was locked up. Fuck out of here. You Cuban now, though? Huh?
Of course. He's a fucking sellout. He's a fake. He's only about that money. You know what I'm saying? He's about playing the game and trying to get that money. He has no loyalty to nobody. And that's how he likes. He likes yes men around him. He likes people he can control in this circle. He likes to use the fear mongering, tactic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the dude that, that with the street credit. There's always been somebody next to him, and he uses that juice, and he uses it with the help of the machine of the hip hop culture, the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
So you got a guy who helped these people. You got a guy who, the only reason we even know these niggas is because of me. You got a guy who bought a nigga, by the way, for Cuban Lane, I lost my record label, the $10 million deal. I lost it for him.
What?
I spent $1 with Atlantic. I spent $1.8 million on this project. The nigga had Pink on his album, DMX, every nigga you name. I was paying the Neptunes for his shit. I bought him a house before I...
Yeah, I know. He got it confused. Every single time he always says DMX, but he means Ja Rule. He forgets.
That's how much. Yeah, but you see, even then, I was saying, me and DMX got kindred spirits. Same birthday and everything for a reason, my nigga. That's why I asked him Gilly later on in life, like, yo, get me D. I always wanted D since the first album. You know what I mean? Joe even knew that. So he couldn't get DMX, he went and got Ja Rule. Same up, to him it was the same with the same fucking voice, but to me it wasn't the same. Even though Shashan
owned the house. I bought him an NSX because I couldn't fit in it.
They never bought me a house.
What kind of reasoning is that?
He never bought me a house though, man. He never bought
me but think about this. What kind of reason is that? The only reason why I bought him the NSX is because I couldn't fit in that car, so I bought it for him.
It's crazy. He thinks we're like little minions of spirits of him. So it's like if he buys me something, it's really like why he wanted in life, not me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's looking at it like, here, I couldn't fit this shit, so here. He's giving me his hand-me-downs. And he's trying to live his life through me somehow. Like, who told you to do that? I mean, that's the poetical brotherlyhood way that he's trying to pronounce it out. But it's not the real way. Because when he gave me that NSX car, he already stole like at least $200,000 from my budget. Right. So he's throwing that shit in, acting like he was, giving me stuff when I was the one. We was the one, the artist, Pun, me. When we got our deal, he ate from the jump, from the top, way more. And then he tried to throw us little trickles down, so act like it came from him, so he could look like, oh, he's really our friend. And he had me for him anyway. He bought me the NSX. He had me like, oh shit, he cares. It's my nigga, that's my brother. Never. That's why it was a hoopty, and that's why at the end of the day I found out about the deal. And he owed us. He gave me $10,000, and now he owes me $490,000 since he said he gave us $500,000, which he never did. Go ahead.
I took care of this nigga better than I took care of myself. And for this nigga to go 360, the problem is, me and him had a conversation after he got his face cut. And what he told me was, Joe, I know you would never do this to me.
Because you're pussy.
Ever in your life would you ever. There's no question, I know you ain't do this. Next thing I know, 50 Cent blow up from beef. He start telling niggas, yo, this nigga cut me. He thought he was going to blow up off the beef. But you lying, man. You told me.
Yo, when the fuck did I ever said that? He cut me. I never in my life said Joe cut me. I always said the story. I was beating the shit out of you. How could you cut me? You was in front of me, wobbling backwards, about to get knocked out. So how can you cut me? Even when I caught him in Miami with GQ, and he said, how did he cut you? I told him, nigga, fuck you. I know you didn't cut me, faggot. Like, what are you talking about? Why is he saying it here again at 2017, 18? Like I said that he cut me. Like I ran to people and I said, he cut me. He never say that, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's trying to act and put my character somewhere else. Like I'm the type of nigga who would do that. Like we already know what it is. I explained the story. You couldn't have cut me. Now, did you set it up for something bad to happen to me? I always said yes. I know you had somebody there just in case in the shadows because you never gave them up when it happened. So you definitely had your people there to if we ever got into something, you didn't expect for me to get up after you punched me in my face and I fell. You didn't expect me to get up and fuck you up like that, give you a 5-piece. You didn't expect that. So your little fucking ones you hired or your boyfriend that was behind me with the blade, yeah, he thought he was probably saving your life. So he had to do that to me. He had to because nothing else was going to get me, and not even get me off of your ass. It was the bodyguards that got me off your ass, the bouncers. So when the fuck this nigga talking about that? Tell everybody I didn't cut you, or well, I'm telling everybody that you cut me. You didn't cut me, nigga, but you did have foul play in it. You know who did it afterwards. I know you did. And that's it. But then
me yourself. Then you know we ain't do this to you. Why you went out there fabricating that like that? So what I'm trying to tell you is I had a tough time trying to explain to people with the big pun. If I wasn't Fat Joe and I was a nigga in the outside, right? If I was twin and I was on the outside and I see Fat Joe and Big Pun all day together as brothers and this and that, and then Big Pun died, and Big Pun's wife is now saying Fat Joe's a piece of shit. He ain't taking care of my.
Y'all answer that for me. Let me go to the bathroom. All right?
Answer what?
That shit he's about to say. He's about to say, how public should be looking at him, and he knows it's foul. See how he tries to fix it up.
All right, let's go to the bathroom. I'm gonna address some of these comments.
Yeah, do that and find out the temperature.
All right. Mo is Joe on a burner account. Okay. That's because you said he had. I mean, it's not the same thing for Joe to be the one that actually did it versus the one to set him up. It's two different things still. I mean, yeah, it produced the same results, but it's still different. Joe couldn't fit in that. Yo, wow, man. You guys got like the best comments. More like I gave him the NSX because he couldn't fit in it. Yeah. Nori never put Daddy Yankee nor Joe. I'm assuming. Hold on. Humble Gemini, he a narcissist. That's why. I feel like narcissist is like people's favorite word these days to use. Like so many people get classified as that now. But yeah, it's just y'all. We should all make money. Forget this beef shit. I mean, ideally, yeah, that's what you want is for people to be able to squash it and put it behind them because I mean, it would be crazy to see a Terror Squad reunion, an album, a tour. But I just think that like even if it were to happen, people would end up clashing as soon as the tour happened. Like it's just like people would fall back into like old habits and you know what I mean? Like there's like a lot of resentment. I just don't ever see it happening. And you have to remember too that like it takes more than just one side. Like everyone always holds it on Cuban to be like, yo, why won't you let it go? Why won't you forgive? Why won't you, You know what I mean? Like, when has Joe ever come out though and been accountable for anything? Like, if he came out and was at least been like, you know what, I could see that I did this wrong, X, Y, and Z. I could have been better at this. That's a different story. But we've never really seen Joe hold himself accountable. The only time we've seen Joe be accountable for anything is when he called Lil Mo and what's her name, Dusty Bitches at the verses with Ja Rule. You know what I mean? That's the only time we've ever seen him really come out and apologize. I mean, what he said, my bad about the Irv Gotti situation, but he didn't really apologize about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, is that Joe has a real issue with holding himself accountable and really apologizing when it's time to.
Yeah, whatever you're talking about. But all right, we cool. It's Hennessy.
Who wins in a fight, a beluga or a panda? Well, I think he would sit on me, and then that would be the end of the fight. So,
oh man, I've been pussy. I think you beat him.
Do I get a bamboo kendo stick? You know, like
you gotta go to say cheat. Chifu, what's his name? Chifu, yeah.
Chifu, yeah.
Chifu, I'll train you.
The red panda. The red panda is gonna be the one guiding me, and then the turtle. Was his name the turtle?
Yeah.
Master Oogway. There you go.
Oogway.
Yeah.
No, that nigga's dead. That nigga dead.
No, but he in the spirit world.
Master Chifu. I'm Master Chifu. That's it.
Okay.
You call him Master Chifu.
You could train me, like, remember, like,
train you with some dumplings. Remember the dumplings?
No. But what was it, Kickboxer, where the guy gets the wooden stick and starts whacking him while he's like doing the breathing?
Yeah.
That shit's funny as hell.
He broke the whole bamboo tree down with his legs. That was crazy.
Yo, he was all like, "Get your stuff and get out," and he just started going crazy. Almost broke his leg.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Gungu Roach. Gungu Roach, I think that's just like his case was like the first and last one. He said, "I'm not getting involved with them other shit." That's what I feel. That's why he doesn't even come like keep too much tabs on me, and he's just like, whenever he's supposed to do a lot of shit for me, but you know, behind the vaccine. But I think it's a lot of work to be done, and you know, you need to start them cases with money. You're not trying to put up no money and shit for niggas again like that. So,
shout out to Gongu.
Yeah, shout out to Gongu. He's a good dude and a great worker, and what he does.
He was trying to get me an interview with the lawyer that handled the case. That would be crazy, because then you got to hear it straight from the lawyer how it happened, and you know, she was in the actual rooms.
Shit, they won't make it happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm still waiting to make something happen. Gongu, where the fuck is my check from Sony Records? And he told me, I don't know, understand. Like,
from Sony?
Gongu, Sony, some other shit, Atlantic. He got mad shit that he said he had in the works. But it's like, I don't know what the fuck. Me too. I'd be just slacking off, you know, going on with life too. But he's really in that game. So he's supposed to be updating me with, yo, today is the shit. And I already gave him my rights to go check my stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah?
like, yeah, he got the right to go through my whole file and everything, see what's going on. So he never hit me back. So I'm like, you know, I guess I'm in the back burning till I'm in the front burning niggas. He paused too.
Family, I would never like Fat Joe again in my life. And we really know the real story. I be sitting out there, yo, this nigga's a fuck nigga. He shitted on niggas' family. Do you know how hard it was to get through that time? To keep making music? To keep people like my relationships with them, where he be like, nah, Joe's a good nigga. Do you know how hard that was through that time for me to be here? Niggas don't know my obstacles. Niggas, at that I had one with the biggest niggas you ever thought of in your life in hip hop.
It's supposed to be hard. You lied. You fucking took it. And that's back then. Now everybody's seeing it. But it's not too late. But it's saying you got other niggas that are backing you, the big dogs that are backing you. That's why you still around, nigga. Not because the people like you. The people who don't like you, they know the truth. It's just the people inside the industry. The industry, Beluga knowledge you niggas you got is keeping you afloat. That's because some of them be putting that pressure. They scared of you. That's the main one. You know what I'm saying? But don't think niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, are behind this fat fuck. They already know the truth. You know what I'm saying? They already know. I just go and I do overboard shit because right now I learn how to use this shit, and Pan is helping me with this. I can really talk to this kind of, vintage footage right here of when he was talking about me, and I could really respond in real time right now. I guess, and let the people know. But
right,
I don't know.
it's dope to be able to do that, so you could show both sides, right?
I can show it live. They got at least have it there. You know what I'm saying? How my response to it was. I know it's kind of late. You know what I'm saying? But we catching up on time. That's all.
Yo, Edwin A says, isn't Lior running YouTube? Yeah, he's the head of global music for YouTube. Isn't Joe tight with Lior? If so, Panda might be on the radar. You guys, my channel has never been the same since I got demonetized. If you guys remember, I was like skyrocketing up at that time. Like the algorithm for me was amazing. It was like my shit was getting thousands and thousands of views. Like it never been the same since I got remonetized after that. And it took me
the watch list. You made the watch list.
Yeah, it took me literally 3 to 5 months to get monetized again after that. And I lost out on so much money, and I've never been able to be in the algorithm like the same way again. I mean, we got lucky a few times. Me and Cuban did that 100,000 on that one racist video and stuff, but like consistently, every single video has never been the same again since then.
Well, you already know.
And it's been like over a year since then, like year and a half.
That's what he tries to do. That's what he does. He calls him, favors, and you became part of that. When you were getting that much views about a certain topic, especially about him, that's when he sends out his SOS calls to his friends. Nah, you can't let that nigga get up here. You got to do this. Keep that nigga, self-esteem down. Exactly what he did with his artists. Same thing. What he tried to do with me, with Armageddon, everybody else in Terror Squad, just like, and I was saying that about the Terror Squad too, man. Like my mama was saying about him skipping my turn when it came to after Don Carter Jr. is supposed to be a Cuban Link album, not the Terror Squad album. He put me in competition with my own people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he tried to do with me, like to push my shit back after I already had my deal on purpose. He did that, but it didn't work. Like, said that people still wanted to hear me and all that. We was going to go through with it, but he fucked it up. He did that with Armageddon, with Prospect. What happened in the next Terror Squad album? Remember the Terror Squad album, the next one with Remy on it?
Right.
With the lean back on it? What did he do? Who was supposed to be next after me?
Armageddon?
Yeah, right? Armageddon had been waiting there forever, patiently. Or Prospect, second one, right? Or Tony, right? But who came out of woodwork from Punch Camp and became a star in that situation? Remy. So now Remy took over the shine of the whole Terror Squad that was there when me and Pump was there. And Remy now, she's still, she got up to, to do her thing. Yeah. And all the rest of the artists that earned it, that wrote, this nigga shit from the beginning of the time, that was there helping him for free and all that. I'm gonna get it. Like, Prospect, even after I left, Prospect stood over there loyal and everything. What happened to their albums, dog? They got exactly what they deserved, but I'm just trying to tell you, that's what they did to them. That's what he tried to do with me with the first Terror Squad album. He was banking on the Prospect to take over my the buzz I had, or I'm gonna get and step up and be like, I don't want this thing, that's Punch Fan. I'm trying to tell you, behind the scenes, that's what he was thinking. It just didn't work, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still fucking sort out to this day, motherfucker. Even when I stop rapping, I come back. My fan base is still there, and my talent is still there. That's why. Because when I drop, it's still gonna be hot. It's still gonna be something that is worth, y'all buying into Cuban Link and buying whatever merchandise I give y'all. Because it's some real hot shit, bottom line. So that's it. But
Bo Neal said, is Cuban's page monetized? Yes, it's monetized, but he should be at way more than 20,000 subscribers.
Of course.
Like it's ridiculous, you know what I mean? And like my page too, like I'm barely at 36,000. Like it's crazy, bro.
You think that's just regular? Come on, man. There's dudes that just talk here every day. I see motherfuckers going live, like the dumbest shit, and they're not even known. And they got like 50,000, 60,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to go there, but he did the same thing to Hassan Campbell. After Hassan Campbell had that thing with him, his number stopped, and he complains about it. Mm-hmm. Now it's Zip with the Drip. Zip with the Drip, they did the same thing to him, and now they took his page and Instagram out, trying to tell y'all for years, this dude, the dudes that owned the labels back in the day, this is the new thing that they were a part of on the top level, not just regular in between middle niggas. No, they the top niggas who control it. What do you think? Steve Rifkin doesn't have a part in none of these social media things? They all do. They're all conglomerates. They get together and they do it like that. They give themselves positions. With they let the dudes that come in with the social media stuff, and they get them in bed with them. Since there was the record label owners and they got artists, they in bed with them. They managing this shit like Leo, or they're co-partners and owners of these platforms that y'all niggas is on, that we all are on. So you don't think they can manipulate the numbers from up top? Come on, man. Come on, man. They've been doing that in the record label forever. You think they won't do it here? The same people. When you got the same people running things, they got the same fucking tricks to do it.
You know what's crazy? It's like when you contact YouTube and you ask them like, yo, is like my channel shadow banned or something like that? They're like, that doesn't exist. Like shadow banning is not a real thing.
Like blackballing.
Yeah, they're like, it's not a real thing. It's like, come on, man.
It's like that's what they say about blackballing. Like this artists themselves, they come up here and like, there's no way nowadays you can never blackball nobody. I'll be like, oh my God. I guess it never really happened to them, or they in cahoots with the Beluga and that's the message they sent out. So they got make guys like me, like those that have been oppressed and been blackballed, so they could be like, oh nah, man, he's just lazy. He don't do anything to do. He lying. He just mad at the world. He's a disgruntled employee. That's what they do, my brother. That's what they do. But keep on though. Let's keep moving.
Music. I had niggas talking about, nah, don't give him that bread. I had a deal with Reebok, a sneaker deal with Reebok. I'm not gonna tell you who, but big boys called up and said, we won't do business with you if you give him that deal. That was a $2-3 million deal. Yeah. I was going through all that. So when you want to talk about how I'm here, I survived shit that you couldn't even believe in hip hop music. Right. Like niggas was really like, Steve Rifkin, when Pun was alive and I went to him to get a deal, before I even talked to him, and Steve Rifkin, you could bring him on here and certify this.
We got his number.
The nigga pulled me to the side and said, yo, listen, Joe, 8 people in the industry called me and said you're an extorter, a drug dealer, a bad guy. They told me not to meet with you, that I'm playing myself if I do anything with you. Then Steve went into my father's a gangster, whatever he wanted to sell to me. Because they didn't want to sell me everything, right? So we sat down, you heard Big Pun, and he signed him on the spot. And that changed my life as an executive, where I had a new label deal with Big Pun. But niggas been trying to shoot me down in this industry since day one. I feel like niggas is trying to shoot me down when I got another exec telling me, you're the greatest A&R in the world. Yeah, then why you got a job, nigga? Right. Like where's my president of Sony or Interscope or BMI. Capital or something, my nigga? Right. Like we don't know what the fuck going on. Who the only nigga putting out hits all day? Right. Who the nigga got Remy?
Yo, they got him heated, bro. Bringing up your name, they got him hot right now. He's just going off on everything.
He's comparing his whole life now. He's comparing his whole life with what he had to go through.
Well, this is pretty much the end of it anyways. I want us to go to the next one. So let's get to this.
More shit? I think we should do this once a day because you got me fucked and my energy's drowned just hearing this fat fuck.
Oh, come on. You got more. Might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not another topic? Like, what the fuck? Still the same topic?
Hold up.
That's when he was fat.
Like I got a show the 7th in Vegas, and I'm flying back to New York to go to Irv's mom's the other. It don't benefit nothing.
Right.
Me beefing with 50 Cent and him beefing with me don't benefit nothing. Peace feels so much better, man.
Could we bring you and Cuban Link together?
No, you couldn't. But I'm glad. I told you last time. I heard he's in church.
Right.
So if he's really in church, I salute him because I fear God. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. Like 50 Cent and all of them, I told you, I don't want to go in. I mean, Cuban Lane, it was bad, man. Yo, when you take people, and first of all, we was all born alone. Let's just go to this concept. Right. All y'all niggas in here was born butt naked alone. Y'all ain't even know each other.
He hates that love, my brother. But
so now we all grew up dirt poor, welfare, projects, wiping my ass with toilet paper, no AC, sleeping on the floor because it's colder.
What else
you can't tell me about being poor, nigga. I don't.
What?
What else you wipe your ass with? You said wiping my ass with toilet paper. What else you wipe your ass with?
Banana leaves.
No, he tried to make it like he fucked up right there. He tried to say, "Oh, newspapers," like you said before, like wiping ass. Well, you know what I'm saying? Something else, but he said toilet paper. What else? Wipe your ass?
Well, this person said he meant to say newspaper.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But he said toilet paper. Like that's already a sign that he's getting nervous about what you're about to say. It's gonna be a lot.
Ate the kitchen sink, rice with this, with that. Like I've been broke. Like I don't have pictures of when I was a little kid because we didn't afford a camera. That's how broke Fat Joe was.
Oh my God.
We all know that this is a lie because I got pictures of when he was a kid from his documentary. He got tons of pictures from when he was a kid. You got tons of them.
Of course. But that's what I'm saying. That fuck up was there that he's about to tell a lie. It's another beluga-ism, whatever. Beluga-ism.
Beluga-ism.
Yeah, beluga-ism. He's mad at me. Look at boy. You mad? You mad at me?
You mad?
You understand what I'm saying? So now I get an opportunity where God bless me and put me in a position to help somebody else and make somebody else a millionaire, make them another star. Make them a star. Buy these niggas homes before I owned the home. I still lived in an apartment when I bought the nigga home. And for them niggas to do all that and try to destroy me. See, so if you look at my Instagram on my birthday, all the comments were saying, yo, these niggas threw everything at this nigga. Everything at this nigga. His best friend's wife was going bad, saying, you know, he robbed, he did. Like, they try to destroy me in every way. 50 Cent was the big bad wolf. Nigga was 30 platinum. Yeah. Smashing everybody. I'm the only nigga kept coming back at that nigga going, I know the beef. You understand? So when I see the opportunity and how generous.
Yo, this person said Joe looks like Robotnik, the boss in the Sonic game.
Right there, he looks like Sean Pecker. You know Sean Pecker?
Oh my God!
Right now. I think he's that tan he got.
Yo, you're crazy, man.
And the money and everything I did for these people, for them to try to just cut my legs. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing to go in a football game, watch a football game and see a nigga get hit hard in a football game. But you ever see nigga dive at the nigga's knees and the you know he's trying to break his knee.
Right.
He's trying to cut his whole. They trying to cut his whole life. Y'all don't understand. I had albums coming out, hits. Make it rain on them hoes. And the day my album come out, when you normally go to Hot 97, they was on BLS talking about, yo, we homeless. This nigga shitting on us. Yo, don't buy his shit. Fuck this nigga. This. They really was doing this to me. I don't understand if there's a such thing as trolls.
Look at EFN's face.
He puts it in a funny way. But he forget it. Look at EFN's face. Nigga look like an owl right now. Look like a fucking old wise owl.
Oh my God.
But at the same time, it's like, this nigga doesn't think to be like, I deserve this. I robbed their husband and their father's money. Like, he doesn't really think that. Like, that shit doesn't process. That's how much of a disgusting individual he is. Like, just lies that went out of nowhere and did this to him. Like, I just said what I said to him because he didn't do shit to me. Like, what is wrong with this dude? He wants people just to let him live, but, that's it. I robbed you, okay? Just sit back there. Don't ever come around my way. Don't say nothing about me. You just stay robbed. And, and in Punch's case, he kept robbing him every year. Like,
bro, that's the same people that says, why are you still talking about this? This is old. Don't talk about it anymore. So what? He did that. That's the same idea.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's like, it's over already. That's it. You got robbed. These motherfuckers are crazy, yo.
We need some. We need one of those 70 kids to come and do an interview.
Somebody said I used to steal from Pat Pocket. What? Let me see.
Which one?
Somebody said something. I used to steal what? Cow dust. My nigga, you moved it all the way up. I just seen it.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
What is that?
Used to steal from Pathmark and Caldors B.
I used to steal from Caldors. Nigga, we used to steal headphones and everything, electronic shit. We used to steal shit. Word. Hell yeah. That's why they caught me. Probably the nigga that was working with me next door, because we all did. Like overnight stock, nigga, we used to steal shit. Yo, word. We used to fucking take Walkmans. That was when Walkmans was out. We used to do a lot of shit. But go ahead. Not Pathmark though. Pathmark, I never worked at Pathmark.
Yo, Jason, I think they're talking about the ones that you just turn in and develop though. Like them disposable cameras that they had back in the day.
They had that.
Yeah.
And
we all had that.
Now let's say Fat Joe. As a man, Joseph Cartagena, hip-hop fan. If I was a fan of Big Pun and Fat Joe being the Latino superpowers and them being brothers, and the wife of Big Pun said that Fat Joe's a piece of shit and he's robbing us in this, I would never like Fat Joe in my fucking life.
You, motherfucker.
Me being Joseph Cartagena, the hip-hop fan, I'd have been, fuck that nigga.
He takes the truth. Yo, he takes the truth. Yo, he takes the real actual truth and makes it a thing. Like, if out to try to convince that's why he learned from that market America shit, the Ponzi scheme thing. That's why he learns.
Oh, it's a genius move, though, because you take a little bit of truth and you twist it.
He's an evil genius. He's like opposite about whack. That's what he is. Evil genius. I don't respect it because it's evil.
No, but
so it's like how disgusting. Like you wouldn't even have word if you say that in front of people like me. If he ever gives me that excuse, he wouldn't have time to say what the rest of his sentence. I would have been in his mouth with the fucking fist. The fist of the North Star. Like this, down his fucking mouth. Blah. Because he won't be able to talk out there with no teeth. Because for you to use that is evil. It's just if you let him talk, he's going to fucking talk you to death. He probably change your mind. Or he gets you mad. Like he gets me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you defend that? I guess he found a way for you, some of y'all. Like he's telling you the truth. Yes, if if Pun's best friend is mad at him, he got cut, and his wife and him say fuck Joe because he stole money from me. Yes, everybody's supposed to say fuck Fat Joe. Exactly, nigga. That's all he's saying. So what are you gonna say after that? You gonna put a doubt in it. You gonna put a doubt. So what he said after that? How you got out of that one? I don't even know.
Wait, hold up. Okay, look, remember, guys. He said that he couldn't afford a camera, right? Like this is his mom, RP, his dad, RP. Like, see, that's a young Joe right there. You got pictures of him with his brother.
Yeah, we all had that camera with it.
Right? Like young Joe with his sister, Lisa, RP, his brother.
He got cameras.
Like, look at Joe right there.
But with those are the lies that you're supposed to be like,
young
we
Joe.
know what he meant. We know what he meant. He was broke. That's why he got to get away from that. He's gonna get away from those that kind of
look at Joe Styling right there.
And the Gun Hill. Yeah, nigga, Christopher, look, he was security. I was there, Gun Hill, my nigga. I was right there in the back. You coach me crazy? We was always there.
You got a pimp cane right there. You see his pimp cane?
Oh. That's probably where he lost his knee at. That's why he's fucking knee knockers. That's why he's knee knocking right now because he forgot his cane.
They say he's bow-legged.
Okay, let's go back to that. What he said.
All right.
He knee-legged. He's knee knocked.
Knee knocked.
Do you understand what I had to go through? How I had to walk? Yeah. How I needed people like you and other people to say, no, he's a great guy. This guy's phenomenal.
He's
gives to the community, open businesses, computers to the school, send planes to Puerto Rico. The man gives everything. You understand?
Yo. The theatrics is wild, bro.
Crazy wild. But he said the truth. He said he needed people to vouch for him. That's why he paid those guys. That's why he brought them in close and offered them deals with them and brought them to the money. So he could, he knows how fame is. You know, he could go to people and people love celebrities. So he used the celebrity. Jennifer Lopez. He used the Ja Rules and they was on top of the world. That, Khaled later on, he uses people to make himself try to erase, all the shit he did. And for those to buy new people and like he's down with them. When he's not, he's just a parasite trying to find a host so he could suck their blood. Panda. Beluga.
And people try to destroy me on another level. Like, I don't think y'all understand that.
Right.
Because I understand. Because I'm like, yo, if I was an outsider sitting in, I'd be like, yo,
God
this
did that, nigga.
scumbag.
That's not no.
So I had to convince the people, yo, that ain't what it is.
Look
Nigga. Like,
it's
incredible, man.
Baloney.
It was a big fight. It was a big fight. You know, I had to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And it still bothers me.
Nah, that's beautiful, man. Fuck
oh
that,
my
man.
God,
and you still here?
That's beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
Look at him. No, that was actually beautiful. Oh, I think they're just giving each other hand jobs underneath that table because there's no way in the world. You see the EFN at least. I know he's holding it in. He want to say what he want to say, but he learned already.
Right.
Because Nori probably had to talk to him and back like, yo, you fucking my shit up, Jimmy and Joe. Man, you can't challenge him like that on TV. You know, his owner. That's what they do. To and they silence him. You know. So I know. But still, you're a fan, nigga. You earned your shit, nigga. You could talk your shit, nigga. Don't let nobody stop your voice.
A lot of people don't give him the credit he deserves, but I think that behind the scenes, he's the one that's the organized one and shit like that. You know,
of course, he's the one that made it business. Nobody's another fucking regular crazy artist that doesn't put his mind to business like that. It's guys like EFN. He always had the knack to go, and do things bigger. Like I told you, when he was with me, he had his own studio, his own radio station in the back of his barbershop. So he was doing things. I know EFN. He got that drive. He always had that. And he wanted to get with somebody, like an artist that was known and do this, which I'm sure he was the brains behind that as far as, and the bookkeeper and everything, when it comes to the business side. You know what I'm saying? And he got history in really DJing and really being a hip hop historian. So, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm his favorite MC. I know Cuban Lane is DJ EFN's favorite MC, but he can't help me out more than he already tried. So.
All right, like this one now, okay, because that one was over.
Let's drink to that.
So I'm gonna start off with a somewhat awkward question, right? Somewhat awkward.
This is the one way.
And it's something I never asked you. It might be you. I'm not even gonna say the person's name, right?
You can say the person's name.
But we're playing Fat Joe, right?
Oh. At Total Wireless, we got your back every day. Others, not so much. Just look at the fact.
You went right to that. You were playing Fat Joe?
We're playing Fat Joe. This is what we do. Because you're our brother, I still have to do the same studies as everybody else because I want to do justice. So,
you got to scared to tell them.
At one point,
they got to go around.
This guy, I reckon, keeps your old stuff. This guy keeps appearing. Who's so that? We're running crazy to fast forward, thinking you can walk in. So, what is that like when you listen to your old music and the guy's on a record that you don't mess with no more?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like you said, I just came off the Turks and Caicos vacation for my daughter's 15th birthday. I never listened to one Fat Joe, not even Sunshine.
Really?
Hey, I like mostly, when I listen to an album, I be telling people, like, I'll tell Rich, like, yo, it's the first time I heard this in 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, really. I just be like, and I know it must feel weird, like, I don't really listen to my shit, but there's plenty of guys I don't like, and there's guys I like. We can't erase the past.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we move to the future. I mean, we can't erase the past.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And who's the guy? What are you talking about?
It's Cuban. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So,
he keeps coming up in records.
No, listen, we playing old Fat Joe, old pun, and just now. So we had to front forward 2 or 3 times.
It's gonna be a
stop. Yo, this nigga been banking to split up. You've been banking if something bad happens, I die. I just get out of the rap game. I stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? I just get out of this, get out of the front of the camera. He wants me. So for this nigga to keep saying, this is like the second time, right? That y'all heard him say, he still keep coming up, like trying to demean me. He's trying to demean me still. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't be important in nobody's mind. Like him.
I haven't heard him since he left us.
Yeah. He's trying to keep me quiet. You see how beautiful reality and, what I'm saying, the fact that I'm still in the same game in this music shit, People still bring me up. I'm still a voice out there. That's why I give back all the merit and the love, of course, to God, and of course to my fans, to the public. You know what I'm saying? Because we are public, services. You know what I'm saying? We do this. I do this shit. I know that the public is the one that made me, and will make me in the future. So, those are things that I never forgot. Always stood firm on. But for this guy to have the nerve and be like, who is him? Like, you know what I'm saying? He steal his name? Your own two people in your show are telling you this. He doesn't get it like, yo, or he gets it, but he tries to.
He don't like it.
He doesn't like it. That, you know what I'm saying? That I'm still that relevant in people's minds. Yeah.
If Joe walks through, would you have been upset if you would have walked in on it?
I don't like to hear him.
So you would have been upset. So you would have.
No, I wouldn't be upset if just he's a bum.
I don't like to hear him.
No. I just don't like to hear him.
That's his favorite insult. He's a bum.
The bum, yeah.
Yeah, that's his favorite thing to say.
Bum? Is it AWOL and people like that saying now things like that? See, the little minions, that shit's contagious to some balonies. You know what I'm saying? He's the top baloney, Joe. But then he got other people that listen to him that they want to copy and repeat a certain narrative. And we can tell where you come from. It gives you away, and it's ugly. It looks ugly on you.
Just music. I was just damn. I didn't know this was gonna go there. Yeah, you did. That's what I was asking. Okay, big pun applies.
Here's another reason. I'm not too mad at Nori. I'm not too mad at Nori because at the end of the day, he says things like that. And he can offend. So there's a little love there. They wanted to, I can appreciate that, but I get mad at them when they don't realize that they're doing more damage than good. I think they could do more good. I don't think, what I'm saying, they could have me. They can have a relationship with me as far as artists, like Nori can still have that relationship with me. And that involved Joe. It's the way, but I know Joe is the one who puts that thin line there and makes them sign a contract. Like, the same contract he made Remy sign. You cannot sign a G Unit after you break up with me. Same shit he does with these guys. You cannot go with my enemies, especially with Cuban. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if they give me love, it's like giving him hate. And that's the way they feel. That's why they were so reluctant in even asking him a question about my name in the beginning. And so they went around the fucking world before they said my name and who they was talking about. So that's why I love social media, because y'all can actually see it and I can actually break it down for y'all. Fucks. Yeah.
Look at this crazy thing. There was rumors of Cuban sleeping with his girl. It's not saying it's true, but do you think you could have? LOL.
Who you just asking this to? Cuban is right here in front of your face.
No. He's saying that there was rumors of you sleeping with Joe's wife, basically, and saying that, not saying it's true, but do you think you could have?
100% I could have.
Oh my God.
100%. 100%. If I was another guy, if I was disloyal, snakish, yes. If I was one of them, if I was down with like the Fat Joe bloodline, blood type, 100%. I could have had that. I could have had that in the beginning. Doggy Style, Missionary Triz too.
If you guys do your research, you'll hear some things about people that might have been involved with that specific person in the past.
Yeah, but not me.
No, not you, but
get that
other
right.
people that are known.
I never did it. Never even thought of it because of the love Joe had for her. And he was my brother at the time. So that's,
But I'm talking about other famous people.
There's lines like that even me as a class clown jokester, whatever you want to say, I like to have fun. There's serious guidelines that I live my life by. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why people respect you, though, because like you do have strong morals and beliefs that you wouldn't cross those lines.
But they're not popular right now. They're not popular. Those morals are very unpopular right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like being, honest, being loyal, standing up for what you believe in, spreading the love, for love to be more powerful than fear. Those things is like people, they're unpopular. Most of the population and most of the generation right now, they're dealing with backwards type shit. Where evil shit is good. And, demon time is right. And, and being disloyal to your people. You're the gangster now. Fucking your man's wife. Shit. That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't wait for him to go to jail so you can fuck him. That's not something that, you know what I'm saying? Those morals ain't what Cuban Link is about. Never been. And I always spoke up with those morals in my circle when I had one. And not even people in my circle could take those morals and run with it. That's why they out my circle. And they doing anything far away from me.
Yeah, he asked, do you think that Joe ever seen her giving you the eye or looking at you some type of way, and that's why he doesn't like you?
Joe knew mine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The hate Joe got is deeper than that. It was more position and it's more business. It was more he saw a lot of potential in me. And he couldn't control me, but he saw a lot of potential in me that probably saw him being under me. One time he couldn't stand it, and I was never even on that path. I was willing to share my attributes and whatever I had with him. It was never about me being on top of him, like me being bigger than him. Never. You know what I'm saying? It was about me. If I get there, we shared it together. Nigga, all of us. That was me. So.
See, this is how people know that you tell the truth, because like somebody that's like an opportunist could take any single angle, in any way to like kind of discredit somebody or make them look bad. Like you could have easily took the route of like, hell yeah, she did, or blah, blah, blah. And like kind of went with that route, to just try to push something to make him look a certain way. But you don't do that. A lot of times you take the more honorable,
I take the real way that I feel and shit that I've done, how I move. That's it. It's just as easy as that. It's not me playing for the camera. No, I really did it for these reasons. And if it wasn't for them reasons, I would have told you I did it. That's all.
That was punt. That was punt right there. That's nice. How great is it to feel to be able to visit Big Pun Plaza?
It's so great. All right. Nori, it's beyond great. I've been trying, right, to ask people to give Big Pun a street for fucking 20 years, right?
Exactly.
And I don't want to go into too deep, but
tell you the real reason.
They wouldn't let us get a Big Pun block. Me just minding my own business, not with the family and all that.
What'd you say?
He said they wouldn't let us. Again, blaming other people. Jelly Bean, he wouldn't do this. Or they wouldn't do this. He wouldn't. Never him, right? They wouldn't let us. I'm going to show you another receipt when he's lying after that. When he says that. They wouldn't let us do it. They wouldn't let us do it, whatever. He didn't want Pun to ever get none of that. He didn't want to celebrate Pun's death like that. He didn't want to do that. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, he didn't even show up to when they gave him Plaza. Remember that?
Yeah. He said that he didn't want to stand next to people.
So if it's something that he's working for 20 years, he should have been like, yes, my brother guy, he should have been fucking so happy for Pun.
You acknowledged that too. You were like, you said that, he said he doesn't want to stand next to you. He's like, well, what makes you think that we want to stand next to you? That's what you were saying.
Exactly. But I'm just trying to tell you, for 20 years, he's about to say that he's been working to get this, avenue for Pun and all that. It was their fault. They didn't want to give us that. So now he finally gets it. You don't show up. Now what's his excuse? Oh, his family and his other people there that might have ruined. Y'all keep believing his lies, though. But I guess his lies are like believable. But how long y'all gonna get tired of maybes and shit like that? And just go, Cuban is just really breaking it down exactly what he did. Because that was back in the days. So I broke everything down that he's up to now. That's why he, everything's happening to him. Because everything I broke down back then, when I was telling y'all, is exactly who his character was. And what he was really, his motivation and what he was trying to do. Trying to be the only Latino, the only gateway. That's why no other Latinos is in there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be the one with everything. So he could go down in history as the top Puerto Rican rapper ever. Instead of Pun. I told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? These are just the details behind the scenes of him making excuses to y'all of why things, wasn't getting done.
The knowledge said Panda bought Fat Joe's beard dye. Why fight the time when you could rewind the time? Yo, like this person said, it's amazing how much he got a whale head.
Telling you, you need to get that. We need to get that. I like the cartooning, but I need to take the hat off because I need to see that fucking
the whale
head. Yeah, the beluga forehead is it. That's the reason when you know it's a beluga. Got that knot in his head. It looked like a knee.
Look at the.
Go ahead.
Of issues, I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You know what I'm saying?
You so another one, right?
And so,
right, he's all like, I don't want to go down that road.
You want to go into there, right? You don't want to talk about it. Never was
me just minding my own business, not with the family and all that, because of issues I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and then they give him
and so every year they kept trying to get him a block. They wouldn't give him a block because the whole board would be like, nah, you know, he got this on him. And so it's so disingenuous when you hear people say, oh, Joe ain't tried this and that. No, y'all actually know, even though I don't rock with y'all, that I tried for 20 years to get this man this block. Like, Ruben Diaz, the Bronxboro president.
He said, we knew you was on the case to do that, but you never did it. You never did it. You know, Ruben Diaz, that's your bro. It's your bro hand from the slow jams. That's your bro. That's the top, mayor, top dog inside the whole Bronx. Then you knew the whole committee. Because you know what? When, other people passed away, they got these streets named after them. And they wasn't even in a waiting list like it's Pun. They wasn't even as relevant as Pun. They never went to the level Big Pun did. Big Pun is really not just a regular dude when it comes to the whole fucking world, hip-hop industry.
Yeah, somebody was saying that Fred the Godson got a street before Pun did.
Yeah, and who you think was the speaker? Fat Joe, that whale you see back there. God bless Fred the Godson, it's my boy too, but he's the one who presented it with nothing but love, like Fred the Godson. So imagine this guy. Just imagine it was me. I would never give nobody else an award if I'm working on something for 20 years. Why would I play myself? If I'm trying to, not even he play himself, not giving Fred the God love, but why wouldn't he wait for his major speech and the big speech to make it his job to make sure Twin Big Pun got that street or that plaza? And God bless, because the plaza is bigger than the street. So, why didn't Joe do that? It's supposed to be 163rd and Rogers, right there where they got the mural at. That's supposed to be his street. That's not even a long block. So he's lying. The jealousy, the jealous one's envy. He's the one with the envy for Pun. He always had it. He's showing you this. These are receipts. Another friend. Like if I was the motherfucking director and I had the pull, I had the thing that he did, because there's not even one time that Ruben Diaz didn't pass it. I used to tell him, yo, what's up with Pun thing? Yo, we're working on it. Joey's on it. That's before. You know what I'm saying? When he was the mediator. But Joe was the one that knew the politics. He's the one who knew that. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who's supposed to, he took that. That was the only thing he was in charge of, really, to do for my brother. Besides stealing his money. That's what he was busy doing, stealing his money. Why would you want to give light or you do anything for somebody you're stealing from after they pass away? Come on, man. That's how devious it is. Okay?
President's one of my best friends, and I've been begging him for 20, and all of them. But every time it went up, the board would be like, "Yo, he has a situation,"
why
so they wouldn't do it.
That?
And
why he never show proof of that? If you 20 years, you're supposed to get a letterhead. You're supposed to get a recording. You're supposed to be telling people, updating people. Listen, this is the president of the thing. He said, this is the update. Never. We're supposed to believe this nigga, the fat beluga that been Lion Cap King of the world right now. He holds the title. You know what I'm saying? The Lion King is Joe. It's not even Simba no more. It's not Simba. It's him. So, but keep on.
Yo, did the other Terror Squad members come to the street? Like Armageddon and Prospect and any of them?
No. I didn't see. TUD was there. Sage was there. And me. I showed up dolo.
crazy.
I should have had a shorty. I let her stay in the car when I jumped out the car. And I just went over there. Yeah.
Finally, thank God they acknowledged him and they gave him the block, and then it became the biggest thing that. So I wanted to. My thing is about good energy and positive energy, and the man deserves a fucking bridge. Forget a block, a bridge. He's the greatest Latino rapper of all time. And so what happens is, you know, I didn't want to go up there with that whack energy. I'm not fake. There's nothing fake about me. I don't know how to be fake. I can't be with you if you're a billionaire and I don't really like you.
Nobody likes you, man. Now you want to stop it?
Well, no, I'm saying and letting you.
I was just throwing the flip back here on my own. Let me just do my thing.
All right.
You have to stop it. It makes it awkward.
I can't do it. Me, I stick with my real, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna go over there, bad energy, me on this side, this guy on this side. So, and imagine somebody would have said some shit that would have got him beat up in front of everybody on Big Pun Day.
You would have got
right? It would have been an ugly.
He would have got beat up. He knows why he didn't go, man. He's scared of death, my nigga. That's it. Say it. You're scared of death. Stop fronting because you didn't go beat up Jelly Bean Benitez when he's stealing money from you. Right? You didn't do a lot of things to people. You blaming everybody. Right? The committee of the fucking giving out street awards and giving out street signs. You didn't go beat them up. Now you gotta what? Beat up who? Oh, Pun's Day? Pun? You supposed to celebrate twin? Yeah. I don't think I would have did nothing right there. I would have definitely looked at him like he don't belong there. If he would have even winked or fucking did one of those eye fucking drop downs, I think I would have got on his ass. But I
you know he would have did that.
I would have got.
He would be trying to trap you into like to be the first one to start it so that he could blame you.
He wouldn't put himself in a situation vulnerable like that in the middle of the Bronx at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because I came by myself, but I wasn't by myself. You understand? So he knew he had no wins. That's why he was out of touch with the Bronx still. Like, you know, he wasn't in the Bronx like that. He's in Miami. Became a Miami head. So he doesn't trust the Bronx. Now he probably trusts the Bronx a little more. You know, you got people that he befriended, you know, he bought off, you know what I'm saying, certain people, you know, the BBBs, and he got connections with other people, and he got the Pistol Pete, the Cypress, and then they make relationships so they make him feel safe when he comes back down here. It's the only reason, you know? But that stuff lately, maybe 2000, around that time. Around that time, that was the beginning when he was trying to establish himself back to the Bronx, because he left for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't. He got to be where his control, where he feels safe at. You know, so that nigga, you already heard 50, and you know, Spider Loco, he told a story that nigga bolts off. My nigga, when he don't, you know, what I'm saying, go, he runs. I told you, he runs. Connecticut. If he doesn't feel like you know, he's about to take a loss, that nigga bolts, nigga. So he wants to prepare wherever he's at to be controlled, where he's safe. So he wasn't safe in the Bronx for a long time. So, especially there.
So what I said was,
let me label Big Pun Day that day.
No, I'm just saying it's Big Pun
on the day that they're unveiling.
I understand what you're saying.
It's Big Pun Day. We would have went over there.
Right.
And we'd have been over there like this. Right. You know, like, and it would have just looked crazy. It would have looked awkward. So, you know.
Would have took away from the occasion.
And the whole energy was supposed to be blessing Pun, praising Pun, you know, loving Pun. Plus, besides that, we're not totally welcomed by his family and
but here's the deal, right? You know,
Liza invited him.
Me being Pun's friend is
Liza, he was invited. So he knew he was cool. He just knew I was coming. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even invited. Liza didn't invite me. Liza didn't invite me. That's why I think they invited him or something. I don't know. But I know they invited me. The only one who invited me was the lady that was running the actual ceremony. And she hit me up on Facebook. She told me, would you come? I was like, oh, yes. But I went over there with Dolo. That's why I went.
But you ended up taking pictures with Liza that day.
Yeah. You know. I put my pride aside and all that. That's family, man. That's, you know, when I see them, it's the first emotion is love. Afterwards, after we settle down to love, the hugs and the shit, I'll be like, why the fuck you did this to me? You know? But the first emotion is love, always, you know? But I'm the type of nigga that I'll tell you exactly what it is, too. After the love is done, I'll be like, yo, bro, What's going on? You know. Yeah.
As well, I'm jealous sometimes when I see that. You know, there could be a Biggie documentary, there could be Biggie movies, there could be everything, and our brother really.
Well, I can't do it. Let me explain something. What happens to me? They can do it. Let them do everything.
Yo, the way he cut him off was hilarious. He's like, "Well, I can't do it."
You already knew that nigga cut him off with a jump before you even go there. Let me tell you. Joey Cat King, man. Joey Cat King, man, he don't care.
What Fat Joe, no, you don't understand what Fat Joe does. All right, so let me ask you something. So what does Fat Joe do? Fat Joe created Big Pun. I don't give a fuck what type of smoke, steroids, dust you on. Fat Joe invented Big Pun. There's just no way around it.
Baloney smoking. You see, that's what it is. Right?
Look, let's talk about that, right? Because
even put his head together like that.
We know that Joe gave Pun an opportunity, but I honestly,
if y'all ready right now in 2025, think that fat, funky ass Beluga Joe created Big Pun after the stories are out there.
No. But we know that Pun was so talented that he would have made it with or without Joe. Like it just would have looked different. It would have looked different.
Yeah, and there wouldn't be no Joe. That's what it would. It wouldn't be no egg-headed fucking Beluga nowhere in the hip-hop world. That's what it made, because Pun would have took the light and everything. He would have took the whole shine of everybody.
Do you think that Pun would have been more underground with his style?
I don't want to be wishing and thinking, my nigga. Pun is an adapter. He adapts to everything. Right now, he would have been flowing probably different. Same fucking syllable type shit, but he would have formed different. Just like
I mean at the time that he came out, though. At the time that he came out, because you guys were doing like more horrorcore before, but do you think that like he would have switched to be more like
we did horrorcore because we chose to do it and we thought it was dope. So we would have gotten that late horrorcore. We would have took that shit to another plateau. Like as far as Pun, he would have, like you said, cannibalism is living in my metabolisms. That was the horrorcore, but that was still lyrical shit. So from there, you gradually go into what he was doing. Punish me, Punisher, punish me. He wrote that hook. He wrote them lyrics. That was a fucking whatever the fuck it is, LB20, whatever it is, man. That radio station that plays soft rock. That's that type of metal. Pun knew how to make songs for everybody. Pun knew how to make fucking Grand Slam songs that he showed you, still not a player. He knew how to make hardcore music. He showed you what he could do. He did the hardcore shit. Y'all loved it. Whatever he touches, you're going to love because it's going to be dope.
Because what it seems like is, it seems like Joe is always taking credit, like how
Diddy he got left.
No, but wait.
He took credit for my Senorita song. Didn't we just do something? Did he create that?
The way that Diddy takes credit for like making Biggie fly and putting like him in those type of Versace clothing.
You know why you can believe that from P. Diddy? Because he did that with other artists. He did that with Cassie.
Right, but what I'm saying though is, let me finish. What I'm saying is that Joe tries to take credit, saying that he followed that blueprint and did that for Pun. That's the way that he tries to push it.
Else's blueprint, so he can never be original. So how can he didn't invent shit. He brought Pun into the game, and he got paid really hefty, a 50% cover charge for your whole fucking first album deal. That's a big hefty one. He made about $10 million alone with just Pun. Then he made another $10 million when they gave him a deal through me and through his with the Terror Squad label. So he milked the game the way he should have. He got paid. Since you got paid like that, you cannot take credit for my brother's creation at all, nigga. And then you robbed them. So that shit is the way I'm stripping that back. Fuck you. You don't deserve no credit when it comes to Pun because you took all the credit and you robbed extra credit. So now it's fuck you. You didn't even do shit for Pun. You leave Pun alone now. Pun is his own thing. You brought him in, and if you say you brought him in and you made him, with the same fucking breath say, yeah, and I also stole from him. And when he was alive, by giving him a bullshit deal, 50%, and when he died, I robbed him again, all the way to 2016. Say that in the same breath, motherfucker. Pussy ass nigga. You probably gas niggas, but you ain't gassing. The real ones know this shit, man. I don't know why the fuck they don't talk, they don't do shit. Them niggas don't do shit. I'm tired of talking and tired of getting mad like this. Because I know it's old, but it's just the fucking nerve that these niggas be having. To be saying things like that, and, you know.
All I'm saying is that I think that Joe's always trying to take credit for trying to say that he made pun mainstream. And
no, he didn't. Pun
no, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying that that's
Pun
what he
made
says.
him mainstream. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, Pun made that fucking Beluga what he is. So that's like a fucking absurd comment that he said that he made Pun. He made nothing. He just fucking introduced him to fucking the industry. That's it. Pun had the talent. Pun talent was so great that he made him. He made him better and made him. Matter of fact, made him. Not just made him better, made him, gave him Don Cartagena, a new name, new image, told him how to dress, everything. He didn't do shit. 5,001 Flavors came to Pun and started doing shit. That's all. Pun was a fly nigga, way fly nigga, Joe. Way fly nigga. Fuck, he invented. He didn't do shit. He didn't do what Puffy did for Biggie. Pun did that for him. That's what the fuck y'all missing. Pun did that for Joe. Nigga try to run with another nigga. Keep tethering off of people. Keep trying to horn. Oh, I did what Puffy did for Biggie. No, you didn't, you fat piece of shit. You know telling as fuck. All you did was know how to rob. Nigga, you should have been on 50 Cent song. Know how to rob. That's what you do. You know, and then you pussy because you don't say you rob a nigga. Then you try to make it a fucking pity story. Like, oh, you know, it wasn't me. Or point fingers the other way. That's how bitch of a nigga he is.
Bernitas.
You got me losing my mind. Only Panda, the fucking Panda get me mad at the Beluga again.
How am I doing it? It's not my fault.
Every time
but baloney smoking circle right there.
I try to talk about Big Pun, when this shit come out, they're gonna start no, nigga, I discovered him. I got him every producer, I got every rapper. I dressed him better than me. I bought him bigger chains than me. I did. If I spent $200,000 on my video, I spent $500,000 on Puns. I did that, right? So now, okay, he passed away. I did something nobody ever did.
The labels did that.
At Total Wireless, we got your back every day.
Steve Rifkin did that with the budget. You just was in control of the budget. That's all you was doing? Robbing niggas. You fucking disgusting. And no great ideas came out of Joe. No great ideas. Everything that was great and everything that took Terror Squad to blow up was Pun's idea and mine. 100% from behind the scenes. Pun made that nigga feel good and made it and tricked him into believing it was his idea. We used to laugh about that. That nigga Pun told me, yo, you know how crazy Joe is? You have to trick him for him to do the right thing. For us, we have to trick him and make it look like it was a great idea that he invented. I told you that before when you asked me. Like Pun could say it's like a whole idea about, yo, twins, let's do it like this. Let's take this, let's do this, and do this. And then Joe, 5 minutes later, will be like, you know what? I just thought of a great idea. And he'll say the same thing Pun said, but in a different way, but the same thing. And me and Pun looking at him like, we're looking at Pun like, yo, this thing is crazy. Like when it got to be too crazy, Pun used to just blow up his spot right there. Be like, yo, my nigga just said the same shit. What are you talking about? So this is all he does. All he does. It's like when he gets rhymes. He got Lil Wayne. He thinks that he did it. When he got R. Kelly, he's the one. No, man. They like the song because they're the fucking special guest you got at all times. You know what I'm saying? Lean Back was an exception. And they probably liked the fact that Remy was on it. So at the end of the day, this nigga lives his life like this. This is a fucking tether. This is a fucking parasite that needs a host. This is a motherfucking, thief that needs a Vic. And he knows he got the perfect mask on, though, to rob you because he comes with fucking cheap clothing. I'm telling you that. Now he can't. But back then, with us, I know he was a wolf, but we thought it was part of our wolves. He won't back, he won't bite the hand that fucking really love him like that. But that nigga is capable of anything, man. Capable of robbing a man after he passes away. A man that made his life what it is today. That gave him all the money he ever desired in the world. That loved him as a brother. Still rob him and his family after he passes? what kind of name you got for this fucking piece of fucking rotten beluga? Tell me. You tell me a name. I'm being nice when I give them these names.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't think Puff Daddy gave the rights to Biggie back. I don't think they gave the rights to Tupac back. I don't think they did. So I said, okay, you saying Fat Joe's jerking you, take everything.
To the family.
No, to the family. Take everything. Not a problem.
Can you correct him?
Everybody got whatever they want. Get it.
Yeah.
Can you correct him for me? Because I don't want to lose him. Can you correct him?
Well, obviously, he did this as a result because he was being sued in the situation. And the judge even said, like, you guys got to settle this in mediation. When the judge figured out what was really happening, he basically was like, yo, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Like, you should just handle this outside of court. So in mediation, he could have, if I'm correct, he could have either paid a certain amount and still stayed receiving
$1 million
royalties from Big Pun, or he just turned over everything, and that's what he decided to do. He turned over everything, the rights to Big Pun, and he gave that back.
I don't even think. I don't think that's a full story. You made my whole fucking shit right now.
What do you mean?
No, when Gunga Rose said it wasn't that. It was more. It was that the judge seen the contract, and since they couldn't they couldn't come up with. They seen the tampering of the money coming in. They had missing pages and all of that. The judge saw that. The penalty of that was to give Liza the option, the state, give back the whole estate, and the penalty of that. It wasn't that he gave Joe that option. Liza herself said that because the judge said that it was Jelly Bean Benitez. Like, they try to blame it. Joe said it's Jelly Bean Benitez that did that, right? On his own, pointing fingers already. So Liza went to Joe and told him, listen, if it's him, then let's both team up and we could go against him. Joe denied that.
Right. He said that he was going to go to Florida and handle it legally against Jelly Bean.
So he was lying already, what I'm saying. It's not that he was nice and he said, oh, let me give it back. The judge ruled against that. The judge ruled with Liza and the Rios family and gave back the estate. But it was never a choice for Joe that he had to either pay $1 million that he could keep the estate.
I don't think it was $1 million. He had to pay a certain amount and he could stay receiving royalties, or he was going to give back.
See, I don't want to know, because at the end of the day, that's two different things to me, and I don't want to argue about it, right? All I know that he's lying right there. And at the end of the day, I think that they juiced the Pun estate from 2000 all the way from 2007. Those are the receipts that couldn't even get money from. And that was the hottest time for Pun to make money. And they made the most money there. So he milked it already. So I don't even think he would want that Pun estate anymore, because it was more headaches than anything. You understand?
Well, I think that at this point too, he realized the narrative that he could make himself look better by saying, I just gave it all back to them.
Yeah, they forgot that he was, penalized to pay the $1 million that he made. Joe paid him. Jelly Bean Benitez paid, and Jelly Bean Benitez went to Liza herself and Uncle Roach and said, I was scared. I'm scared of Joe.
Right.
So you do your fucking. That's what I'm saying. But I think we just mixed him up even more. All I know is that he's a fucking liar. He manipulates his way through things in business, and he got people to help him. That's why I want to beat up everybody that's in the Beluga Trial, not just Joe. Because they're all there to do evil deeds like this and help a motherfucking liar and a thief like this look like he's clean and give him a way into the fucking industry. That's something deeper than just a beluga in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's just evil. And, it's a fucking seance with this shit. It's like they all put candles around the beluga, and then, and it carries out the fucking evil deeds for them, and they cover it up for them. But go ahead.
So Bo'Neil said, so Joe doesn't make no money off Pun today. I don't believe that. I mean, you can argue that, of course, he still makes money off of him if Pun wrote so much of Don Cartagena and he was never given any money for that.
Of course, he stole that. And
I mean, in other ways where Pun was featured on certain things.
Stole his credits, though. Right. Stole my brother's credits. Shit that he wrote. We're going to go down the list. We should go down the list one time of all Joe songs, and I'll tell you which ones Pun wrote. Well, yeah, I probably could tell anyway. You can see the flow.
Everything. Yeah. Fat Joe doesn't own $1, no tax. I don't have nothing to do with Big Pun. That's what y'all wanted. All right, cool. So now Big Pun is dead for 20 years. Now you got all these niggas, the Super O's, the Rigs, the this, involved, who's trying to make money with the family off the estate. And they say, come on, Joe. After you created the whole shit, do it for Big Pun, my nigga.
Created the whole shit.
Do it for Big Pun 20 years later, my nigga. The Pun ain't here, bro.
Whole shit. That's this
Pun ain't here. So would you want me to go and work my ass off and go for free for Big Pun, and then you take all the money that I fucking worked for? You know, people don't say, and I'm the big guy.
Yo, I don't want to hear this nigga.
I gotta do.
I don't even want to hear no more, man. It's over. Just fuck this nigga, man. He's a bitch ass nigga.
All right, man.
Just to hear that nigga's mouth to say things like that for people to even. I know he was back 18, but I'm mad that she get a nigga, my nigga. To him talk like that.
This one is 2021.
Yeah, because he's still like this. This is the shit he been keeping all the time. This is the same energy. When y'all niggas be saying that I'll be hating on him and I'm the one that, a blackball. I'm not blackball. You hear this nigga how he is? And you see how he moves? And you see how he lies? You don't think he's capable of been doing exactly what I've been telling you? It's not an excuse. I'm just trying to give you an update of what's going on when it comes to, record recordings and putting out, music and stuff. And even when it comes to this platform and shit, like I told you, my last shit was what? With Empire. And I'm trying to tell you, if you go back to the day I signed, this niggas in 118th, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, with niggas that just signed me. He's in cahoots with them and his son, everything. Already putting that shit in their ear, trying to do the trickery. Y'all niggas don't see these things. And there's no excuse. I'm just updating you once again. And just because I'm updating you, I'm not saying that, feel sorry for me, because no, I'm just trying to tell you the Beluga, how he moves. So when I react and I move in a certain way, when I say, fuck you, you fat piece of shit, I call him by his name, it's because I really mean it. He earned that from me. He earned that from everybody, I think. But from me especially, right? Because he robbed my brother. It's personal. And with me, forget about it, because, we go deep into the blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. And we got a mark on my face that he still needs to answer for. So I don't even say that as much, that I use other things that are more visible to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And when he called everybody, he did the racist rant in Math Hoffa show. He never have the class to apologize, you know what I'm saying, to even those that, weren't born in New York or understood the N-word, saying the way we understand it. And, to the rest of the world, because he's a world star. So, he's a global star. He's been around the world. You don't think other people, other, black Americans, other, FBAs, don't deserve a big apology from you, from the community? You didn't even have the nerve to do that, to show y'all. So he's showing y'all exactly who he is. And when him showing y'all the Cap King he is, lying on every story, trying to, get extra credit for shit that he never did, other people's work, taking me personally, he took my song, my credits, and you read it, try to say that he wrote it. So imagine all the fake credit that he's been trying to take from niggas like me. So you know what I'm saying? And other artists that he's been dealing with. So he's a piece of shit at the end of the day. It will never be no motherfucking. Stop telling me bullshit. Don't even. What niggas need to do is really look at him and understand what I don't like him, and understand that, and separate me from that. Because they always try to make it Q, but if you want to get in, you got to be good with Joe. I don't need to be good with that Beluga piece of shit, fucking thief, nigga. I don't. Never needed to be. That's why I separate myself. My career's over here. I don't have to talk about him in the song. I don't have to, But I guess the people and him, they want that shit, so I got to go through this fat fuck. Because if they're going to keep me speaking about him, you know what I'm saying, and keep telling y'all the truth about him, you keep them in the league, you keep rewarding them and keep putting them in places, you know what I'm saying, and he's accepted by the actual hip-hop concert. I'm not. Something wrong with the industry. So I'm not dependent on that either. But please take that whole narrative about, we got to all get along. No, fuck him for now and for life, from yesterday, forever. And that's how it goes. Cuban Lane got his own lane that I got my own shit that I need to express it, and my legacy that I need to fulfill. It doesn't deal with that fat nigga. I got chapters in my life. It's like I've been stuck on a Fat Joe chapter to y'all forever. So why do y'all niggas just start acting like y'all need to get us together? If y'all gonna get us together, it's to cause World War III again. That's what y'all need to know that. You know what I'm saying? So, I can have my opinion as a hip hop, character that I've been in the game, in and out, as a fan, as a lyricist. Of course, I can have my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. He can have his, because y'all let him get on big podcasts and all that and talk everything, and y'all fucking gullible enough to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So let me say what I feel is the truth. And whatever y'all feel in your heart, closest to your heart, whatever takes your heart and beats it, then that's the truth. You can feel it you can feel it inside your motherfucking your skin when it's the truth, to your bone. But regardless of that, it's about talent. It's about music. And the reason I get this nigga with the talent, because he's a fake MC. That nigga never wrote shit that was extra shit. He never created pun. How can you create pun? The nigga that came up with all the ideas, the one who came up with the hits, the one who brought him to the next level, dressed him, picked every show, every fucking outfit that he did. I was there. Fuck you talking about me, my brother. He didn't make shit, but he only made his shit his robbery. That's the only thing he did. Robbery of hip hop itself. Because after even I left, Pun passed away, and he stopped using his own crew. He went using every other artist. From the bus that Big Pun helped him create, the bus the real Terror Squad helped him create. So he went to other artists. You know what I'm saying? The Chris Browns, the Lil Waynes. You know what I'm saying? All those relationships, the R. Kellys. And that's who made him. The features made him throughout the years. So you know when the real talent lies. But anyway, enough about him. Let's talk about him. Panda.
What?
That's it. It's over. I don't want to hear no more. That's
okay,
it. Okay,
well, let's just present this real quick.
Panda instigating fuck.
Wait, no, not that.
It's over.
Okay, I know, but I just wanted to show this real quick, okay?
You give me, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. You gonna give me hype again.
Beluga whale. And they are not only incredibly beautiful creatures, but also very intelligent. These Arctic whales are known for the distinctive rounded structure on the top of their forehead, called melon. It's made up of lipids and is incredibly flexible, making it very squishy to the touch. The melon not only makes them cute, but it also serves as an important tool for the whale. It helps them make thunderous noises, such as clicking and whistling, which they use to communicate and even hunt. While hunting, these echolocation clicks bounce back off their prey and provide an audible view of their target. They're also known for their playful behavior and can often be seen playing catch with each other, or even playing with buckets that are dropped off the sides of boats. They have a great sense of curiosity as well, and will often swim up to boats or even humans in the water. Beluga whales are not only a pleasure to observe, but an incredible reminder that our planet's oceans are full of amazing, intelligent creatures. This friendly creature is a beluga whale.
We could not believe this shit.
Look at that melon. It resembles a melon. Yeah. If you I think if you sum up his career in a real way, even the bad shit is saying in a very truthful way, there'll be a couple of people clapping. I will clap for the fact that the truth is finally out and he can stand on it. But as long as he makes up lies and he thinks of different narratives and different ways to slide by, he just proving me that I know you're scared of that truth, boy. When you proving it to the world, you're scared of that truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So the more you run.
Look who decided to show up. Your man Hocus 4/5. What you lying about now?
You know he's trolling. He's trolling. He knows I'm the only reason he came on because he saw me getting passionate at the end and he decided to, you know what I'm saying, troll. I know he's trolling.
Yeah.
No, Hocus, man.
You guys go to my channel to watch that Hocus 4/5 interview that's airing right now.
Oh yeah. Tell that nigga to go check Frankie out, his new best friend. Now I know why he got so much hate for me. And he got the whole different narrative. Mm-hmm.
New Cuban Link interview now being edited, will be released in the next few days.
Go check that one out. You wanted to talk about your boy Frankie? All right. I'm gonna show you your man. Niggas Niggas is crazy. Yeah, yo, let me telling y'all stories that I don't know how y'all believe them if you was my people ever. If you ever was my friend once, how could you believe these baloney smokers? So I see where y'all niggas got corrupted. Y'all minds is corrupted. You got nothing but enemies of mine. Like baloney smokers of, you know, ex niggas that got out of my fucking life because either God put them out or they did some foul shit or they did some funny shit that had to get them out. Like, I don't understand why y'all niggas don't even see that. But here's what it is. It's been a long chat. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes, you fucking panther fuck.
Yeah, man, this is good content for your channel.
I know.
Everybody's happy about these Beluga
We
Chronicles.
can't be doing this. Should be draining me too, man. Like, y'all think I don't get drained?
Frankie told me that everything.
All right, keep believing Frankie. That's your brother. That's your brother. You'll hear Panther shit. You hear Panther's interview. And you know I don't lie. You know I don't lie. So keep eating the fucking ducks and the fucking vegan shit that you do, the bean sandwiches and the fucking bean cakes, and you know, keep doing that shit. Get healthy for the fight, and yo, hit them niggas up too, man. Hit them up because I hit them up. I don't know what's going on with them. Like they're telling me they're gonna update me. Like you know, we trying to get this popping. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, so hit them up. Hope. You know what I'm saying? You need that bread too. You got a big fight ahead of you. Not just mine, but you got a lot of fights. So I'm with you though in that one. You know, I believe you, brother. But I'm gonna beat the shit out of you in that ring. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn.
Well, hey, yo, to close things out though, I want to say though, like it's one thing for you to talk about Joe, but I think when you watch him and you see what he's saying and the lies and stuff, it really like infuriates you more and is draining. Like I can tell it's draining of your energy.
Because I lived through them. I lived through that, and I already said this already to myself and probably to other people that was around me at the time, and I got really mad at the situation, and I was already probably did something about the situation. But now when we do it, because these clips are the shit you picked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They shit you picked. So that's why I picked certain things. Like I'm already past those clips. You know what I'm saying? Like those clips are like, you see my reaction to it because you get me mad because of the lies and the fact that there's a lot of people watching, and it's like when I get the response back, I get the whole, yo, but he did this and he did that, and they start believing him. It's like, wow. So you know, for him, I guess it works. So he could catch people's minds, but when you know the truth, it's just like disgusting. Like,
to me, this is equivalent to like when you watched that Mrs. Jones thing for the first time on Drink Champs when she was talking about
remember that one?
Yeah, like you were really upset after that one. That was the first time you never seen it, and you when we watched it, you was like you couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And then see later on, Google Roach was about to sue her ass, right?
Right.
It was a lie. I mean, it was a lie, but it was like, wow, what nerve can Miss Jones get up here and say that? How could she say that knowing that there's kids that are and then lie like that? That's evil shit. I don't know.
No, but remember she said to her own son, like, hey, you live off of Big Pun's royalties. And then
like mocking it, like going hard with it, like to hurt people.
Nori,
like to hurt the family, to hurt lives and the kids.
You know, like it's like,
crazy. Like who the fuck? I don't know Miss Jones from being that stuff, but she looked high as fuck. She looked like she's sedated. She looked sedated. So,
well, you called her a chipmunk.
Yeah, my mother cheeks was extra bloated. I don't know what the hell was up with her. She looked like the Manchurian candidate. Somebody else was controlling. Somebody else was controlling. Like that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. Thank you for everybody. You already know. Yeah, we.
This was a good one, Q. I know it got
draining. No, it was draining. It was draining. Yeah. They're all good. That was good, but it was draining. I just don't want to get mad at the fucking old same shit. It's not my thing. So right now, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know what clips was bringing up, but you brought those up. Of course, I have to explain my fucking anger too when I'm going through it. Like you know, fucking gritting my teeth and all of that. I got to explain it. So I'm saying it to y'all, and I'm actually acting it out. But that's not rehearsed or nothing else. Straight up. But thank you, brother, for being my DJ. You got to get better with the fucking blending, with scratching. You know, like, you got to get better. You look crazy right now. You know, I'm telling you shit. You leave me pause there like cricket, and then you all talk to me like our communication is going crazy. In the beginning, we started good. All right. But anyway, y'all, thank you for showing up for me, and I will be live again soon. I might have a special guest up here and there, but me and Panda, we're gonna do this shit again. But I'm gonna pick the topics because I can't let you do this again. You drain the whole fucking energy out of me because you picked the shit. But you know, you gotta have different. You know, can't be Joe, Beluga. At least put Beluga, a little Hocus, a little fucking Gilly. You know, you can mix it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Have another nigga there until we get mad at it. We've seen the fucking same whale about him like this. And he's in the back fucking scene. He's in the back of me.
Hey, you chose that one, okay? That's not my fault. You can't blame me for that.
Look at him. He's mad at me. Okay, God, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this way. What is it? Shit is backwards. Left is right. What the fuck? I look crazy. Anyway, salute to y'all, man. COK for life. Thank y'all for showing up for your boy Cuban Link. Please share this shit and like it. The way out, like my thing, so I can keep growing. Pause. Panda, I check you out and shit, and definitely check out the new interview I did with Panda. That's gonna be a bang bang QB for real. So check it out, man. Nothing but love for y'all. Salute.
It's the Lincoln Panda Show.
Man, roll the clip.